source. I've heard of it, and she wants to know because she's trying to get into art, and she didn't want to spend money on Clip Studio because it can be expensive depending on when you buy it.
Only money that is needed.
Huh?
Oh, good!
Yes.
I did it.
And also a tablet. So they just wanted to feel like what it feels like to do art. And it's actually not that bad. It's kind of like a watered down version of what Clip Studio used to be before they did a lot of the stuff they do now, like with the be able to use 3D models and stuff like that. You can do actual animations in this. I haven't tested it out yet. Comics. They have preset sizes. I like that they can do the mirror thing instead of having to draw it out with the ruler. It's like a button right there, and it's automatically in the middle.
Oh, ow, got a leg.
And I like the brushes so far. Very really nice icons that show you. They have preset stamps for like grass and stuff, and they're actually pretty good. So I might actually bounce between both of these to do some of my work.
Cool.
Yeah. And he's off again.
Okay, this is not something I expected to hear today, but Nintendo Pokemon Puzzle League is going to come to the expansion pass.
Oh, thank God I can finally play it.
Dean,
what is it?
Dean, you're not the only one. I remember seeing that at a video store when I was a kid, and I've been wanting to play it since then.
Yeah, it's one of the only other Pokemon games I haven't played.
What game is it?
It's Pokemon Puzzle League. It's pretty much like Puyo Puyo, but with like Pokemon assets.
Puyo Puyo Pokemon.
It's an N64 game.
Yep, so I'm all in for it. Wait, Shid's sleeping right now? Oh, she's doing the thing.
Yeah, she's doing the subathon thing.
At least she has a happy, she has her, wiggle, so...
I love that emote so much.
I love that emote, too. Yeah, you know what? I mean, I'm here. Why not? I'll give 5 subs.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm here. I'll give 5 subs and she'll just wake up and be like, what? Okay, I gave one to Sashimi, Alexis Vent, Shadow Step 123, Mobaba, and Nelia. Cool. I gifted to the community. I've done my royal service.
You've done a good job as her son.
Yep. Oh god, man, spoilers. I didn't know that Dedue was in the game.
Oh no.
Dedue is in the game. Wait, no, Dimitri is in the game? Oh man. That was gonna be so surprising to me.
Oh man.
Oh man. You're playing as the trickster class too. Oh man.
I mean there is a class you can get this game that is an optional unlockable.
Yeah, I know, I got it.
I got it too, actually just a couple minutes ago.
I call it my goal is to make everyone that class. So why? Just because.
Because it's funny.
It is funny.
I know Logan is going for like it's going for like Raphael being a mage, but I'm trying to take it a step further and making him a dark bishop.
You can make him a dark bishop and it works. I mean, there is a weapon in the game that switches for your magic and physical stat.
Yeah, I think I just... Oh wait, no, I don't think I did find it. What I did find was a sword that... I found a sword that actually is entirely based on your magical stat, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I have one of those too. And it made my Mercedes and Lysithea a fucking beast.
Also, that's why you said that you went with the Trickster class for Lysithea then.
Well, actually I used Mortal Savant.
You just
You can
wanted
use
to be
magic
different.
there too. Yeah, she can use magic there too. And and of course I let my tactical nuke just basically destroy everything.
Just wait till you go up against the Death Knight. You're just like, oh hey, I got T Death Spikes. It's just like old times.
I got the perfect thing for you. Ah, memories. What is this sassy young child? Who is this sassy young child?
Who indeed?
Well, then again, you called Lysithea a child, she's gonna get mad.
You call her a child a lot.
Yeah. I like how in Shez's support with Lysithea, she's like, they just keep screwing up and saying, oh yeah, like the real adults, or, man, for a kid, you're really cool.
I think at that place, Lysithea should just let it go because it's just an accident.
She's kind of a kid, though. I mean, she'll take it hard. She'll take it much harder.
Oh my.
Yep. Why are you the Trickster class, by the way? I mean, it's a good class, but...
It's really fast.
Ah, okay.
It's actually a class that has a lot of speed, and you can use swords and magic.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is a good map because I get 12,000 per run, and it's only like a 2-minute mission.
Okay, pen. I just gotta grab my tablet and I can be finally settled down.
You're getting married to your tablet?
Yes.
You tablet.
I make many children with it, so
Hello.
it's only fair that I finally put a ring on it.
Hello, Cole.
Hold strong. I'm here.
What?
Oh, Cole's in the chat?
No.
Oh, Cole married her tablet too?
Yeah. Yes, Cole. Yes, Cole married her tablet. Yep. Okay, I'll just take the, Ooh, an invert physical magic sword. Also.
Please. You don't fight.
Do you have any idea what your speed stat does in this game?
I think it increases, like, the speed of your charge up. Like, the charge up of your combat arts.
They have cooldowns for each one.
I think it speeds it up, if I'm not mistaken.
I haven't seen anything like that. Because I have a really high speed stat.
And
Double check.
And I know, and I've noticed that not Trickster. The Trickster class I have for Shez is the combos are faster for her than they are with Annette, who is also in the Trickster class.
It probably is weapon speed, or attack speed, but yeah, I'm not sure. I would need to double check on, because I know they write that stuff down. Let me see. Ooh, training points increase. Sure, why not? Yuri wants to go in next position. I'm already in an A rank with you. And you know what? Whatever. I'll do it because it's Yuri.
Yuri's great.
Yep. He finally gets the support that I wanted.
This is all my fault.
Where are you?
Also, this is going to be a good opportunity to rank up all my combat arts with Shez that I have right now.
Might as well, right?
Yeah, which is a lot, by the way.
And for an expedition with Yuri, let's see, and what he'll, what fun responses I'll get. Oh, right, I forgot. Yuri has an allergy to horses.
Wait, he does?
Yeah, he does.
I never knew that.
I learned it. So,
So you're gonna make him a Pegasus Knight, right? Or a horsebacker?
okay, sure, I'll give him a horse. Say, yeah, here you go. Despite you permanently having the sniffles,
Sorry.
there you go. Why does it always look like Yuri has lipstick on?
I know, right?
He has the pink reddish lips. I'm
Does it-
distracted.
It doesn't help he has really feminine eyelashes.
Yeah.
I don't know how we held them off, but we did.
Stage complete. Alright, level 3.
Three and what? Oh, your combat arts?
Yep. Time to dump some of my supports off. Or my supplies, I mean, not supports. Yeah, it's full. Because I leveled up all my everything in my facility is at max, so I just sell all my supplies now.
Yeah, you might as well just get some extra money there.
Could use that for
Most of the
leveling.
stuff you get is fish.
I use fish for cooking still.
Yeah, there's that, because the cooking has really good benefits.
Like reducing the combat arts, reducing the combat arts thing, and filling up your specials faster. Okay, let's see, convoy. Let's see, you can't level up everything, unfortunately.
If I can get the experience gem myself, because if there's one thing that I'm not getting, is not enough experience.
The abilities.
Alright, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Trickster class also want just for appraisal and despoil. Increase gold rate, drop from enemies, and improves the quality of weapons and materials dropped from fallen enemy commanders.
Despoil and appraisal.
Yep.
Wait, what? They rated the game T? For what?
I wish I knew.
The fight starts now.
Our defenses are unbreakable. Show
Could this possibly be rated T for teen for? Is there something lewd in this that I'm not aware of?
I don't know.
It's the anime cutscenes. It's clearly clearly high end.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Now I don't understand. Why is Fire B so pathetic? It's such a pathetic spell. It's like you just have like a black orb that's like 2 inches in front of you and it just slowly drops.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like Meyer B.
Mirror B, on the other hand, is better.
That's it for us.
Yeah, of course.
But I need to rank it up. Let's go.
I still love that. They're playing the frickin' Pokedex team from the anime. Or the Poke Rap. The instrumental of the Poke Rap is in here.
Gotta catch
This
'em
was
all.
made by Intelligent Systems?
Wait, really?
What the fuck?
Okay, I was 8 years old when I found that out.
Intelligent Systems did a lot!
You should say that
Okay,
to Zach.
Okay, so... You know what else? Yeah. I'm going to screen cap this. All right. I'm going to also underline it. Yeah, it's like Cole says, "Oh, I didn't see that gun." You know what? I also didn't see coming.
You've done well, everyone.
You underlined it.
I underlined it because I'm like, why? Okay, from the makers of Fire Emblem and Advance Wars, I think. Here is intelligence they bring to you, Pokemon Puzzle League. Did they say why this game is rated T for teen? Nope.
Oh, I guess that answers my question. I guess I can level up the dancer class if I'm not getting rid of anything. Okay, cool. I don't get rid of any of my perks that I have on. Wait.
I am okay with this one just because it is a game I actually really want to play. And everyone's saying that's a disappointment. Well, you, sir, are fucking wrong. Okay. Alright, and doubly making sure. Yep, this is official. Cool.
That's the first thing I checked if it was the official account.
I wanted to be 110% sure, otherwise I don't want to get, you know... By
Well,
the way, there's a Nintendo Direct coming out tomorrow. I heard it from an account that totally is legit.
I heard from my dad from Nintendo.
My dad from Nintendo knows.
He told me that this is coming out. I swear, he really works for Nintendo.
Yep. We need someone with a lance, so...
Don't mind if I do. All would be lost if I were to die here. On to the next one.
Go!
Gives our soldiers the courage to fight on.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
I was kind of hoping in this game that once you unlock a class, you can actually change your costume to that class in like your journal at your area.
Yeah, kind of hoping that would be the case. I don't think they did that in Three Houses, but still would have been nice.
I just say dancer class.
Yep. There is a nice little reference that I appreciate from that.
You know what they say about playing with fire.
Who has a... Bird and Ansler right there. Okay. Birdie just... Oh wait, no. They're, right, they're weak to bows.
This battle will make a fine stage for my debut.
So I find really funny about this game is that this game actually did work in the weapons triangle, unlike unlike the base game of Three Houses.
I know, right?
I just find that really funny. Oh shit, man, he is fast. Did I equip the speed one on him?
Okay, I see how the dancer class works.
I've got you now.
You dance.
Yeah, but if you do that quick time event with one of your combos, right, you can actually increase your speed.
Oh, that increases speed?
That's what I've noticed. I don't know if it increases power too, but I did see a speed increase.
I've noticed that at like the really latter chapters in the game, they really put in a lot of enemies around. Like the commander amounts get plentiful.
Most of them on horseback.
Yep. Well, horseback seems to be like the name of the game for upgraded classes in this
Let's
game.
earn our keep.
By all means, just throw a million Xanders at me.
I don't mind. At least you can get off the darn horse.
Our defenses are unbreakable.
Which, funnily enough, I think I mentioned this earlier, but that is a mechanic in one of the recent Samurai Warriors games.
Or you can get off the horse.
Yeah, you can get off the horse. The fact that everyone has like weapons that they're good at, but they can technically be anything they want them to be. So yeah, there's things they got from Samurai Warriors that they applied here, and I think they work pretty well.
Really?
This place won't be a
That's at least from what I've noticed in the brief time that I played Samurai Warriors 5. I think it works.
Aren't you paladin? I'm burned!
Oh, I think they're so special.
still improving.
We can rely on you. My chances are slim.
Looks like that's it for us.
Okay, yeah, so I was kind of right on the dancer class. Okay,
Oh,
okay,
and
Sorry.
I lost. Fucking hell.
okay, it's something that fills over time.
Fucking defense maps.
Okay, so here's how it goes. That gauge fills up. Quick time event. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. My running speed increased, and so did my attack animation speed increases, but only until that timer fills up to the top. The little bar below my specials.
I'll give you a hand.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
I've always known you possess this power. The power to protect people. To save them.
I do kind of miss Dimitri's eye patch.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
Yeah.
It was cool. At least I thought it was. Level up.
Question though. And I can be spoiled on this because the game is like what, 2 years old at this point.
Yeah,
Did
around
they
there.
ever explain why he has one eye?
I don't think they do.
If I were to die here,
Or is it just like it's a thing because 5 years is rough, man?
5 years is rough, and dude's been through 2 wars.
Yeah, 2 wars and yeah, been through a lot.
Got through this war, and the Dusker incident too.
Yeah, Dusker.
I knew this was a possibility.
don't mind if I do. I've got you.
Oh yeah. Cole responded.
Spot.
Cole.
Somebody join.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Oh.
Not hanging out with Cole tonight.
No.
End like this.
Okay.
We're just sticking to our Tuesday schedule now.
Oh, I thought you guys were hanging on Thursdays too now as well.
This battle will
I did that for a few weeks, but now it's strictly back to Tuesdays.
Does work stinky.
No, well, that and Cole No, not burned out, but wants to, focus more so on the streaming.
Understandable.
Hmm.
We all have streaming careers.
Yep, apparently.
Yeah, putting stuff in your mouth.
Yeah.
I thought. I came here.
A new cat.
When I came in here, I thought I heard Cole's name. So is that cool? I thought I heard someone say that.
Oh, I was just saying that Cole responded to Dean's message. In the group chat.
I did see.
And then you popped in within as soon as he said it, so I thought Cole popped in. I'm like, oh.
Oh, amazing.
I should have
So,
some tools too.
So, guys, Pokemon.
Yeah,
Pokemon.
by
Yep.
intelligence
puzzling.
systems.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I exclaimed, "Wait, this is made by Intelligent Systems,"
Supplies are the life
and I had to make doubly sure on that.
By the way, Jared, did you promote the stream anywhere?
I know I put it in Dean's server.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do the server.
It definitely got tagged there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, since I'll not be able to do any work tonight, I'm going to play some games right now.
Let's go.
One thing also surprised me. I saw at the beginning. It's like, wait, rated T?
Yeah, and I have no idea why.
Okay, I'm going back to Trickster. I like Dancer, but it's a little slow.
I just picked Dancer just because I'm biased.
They're not taking
I'm trying to think why it's rated T. And no, I'm not coming up with anything.
And those anime cutscenes, man, those are not
Oh,
so good.
whew, see me. All
Yeah. 3
of them.
Yeah, all 3 of them. Oh no, don't forget the PNGs and JPEGs in the background. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, there's one character that does kind of wear that does have big booba as in the game.
Yeah, Lorelei.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has booba, and that does show in the anime.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think 4Kids censored the boobs either.
It's that's so funny. They censored Rouge's boobs, but not hers.
Speaking of boobs, I should practice actually hand-drawn boobs.
Neat boobs.
Yeah, I'm getting rusty with digital. I gotta do it by paper. 100 boobs.
Boo!
Ooh, downloadable contact.
Zenbone Zakura Titty Yoshi.
Wait, what?
That was just making
Did someone
a
put
Bleach
tits
joke.
on Yoshi?
No, I was making a Bleach joke.
Yeah, I understood that reference.
The funny thing about that, Zach, is someone actually made a version of that attack, but it was all of the Doge bunks.
accomplishments won't mean a thing if
Bonk.
Yeah, I wanted to share that with you like a year ago, but I know you never seen Bleach, so you wouldn't really get it exactly, and it would kind of be a spoiler.
But would I get it now?
Of course you would. We watched that like a month ago.
Oh, okay.
It's Byakuya's attack. His Bankai.
Oh, okay.
Now I understand.
Now I understand.
You know what my brain always jumps to though, whenever you like, okay, this has been on my mind for the last couple of days now, but whenever you bring up that that Felix's voice actor is also Hifumi's from Danganronpa, the first thing my brain keeps thinking of is I keep thinking Hifumi is a girl that you're talking about.
Hey, you think it's a Persona 5?
No, it's not even Persona. I keep thinking you're just talking about a female character from Danganronpa, but I keep forgetting that Hifumi is the Peter Griffin looking guy.
Yep.
And that throws me off.
Yeah, for a moment here, I thought you were gonna go in the direction of. I keep thinking you're talking about Hifumi from Persona 5.
No,
I mean, that is another female that we know. That's Hifumi.
Yep.
Oh man, Shin's up. Did she get my gift sub?
I'm here.
One way to find out, Dean.
Disadvantage here, so don't get reckless.
Okay, well, she made it to get the closing shift, so that's good. Let's see.
Mind if I do?
Try out Escape Simulator.
Will you escape?
Will you escape these notes?
Still improving.
Got him.
These nuts.
God,
Just
this
gonna wiggle.
combat
gonna
art
wiggle.
sucks ass.
Why is that?
Because it's so close range and so slow.
Your stream is a bit behind, so I don't know which combat art you're talking about.
Meyer B.
Oh.
I'm trying to level it up, but it sucks so bad.
Holy shit, what is that?
I don't know. I've got plenty of these to use.
I gifted because I'm a nice. Oh yay! A brave sword that inverts physical and magic. All right.
Let's
I have to give
go.
that to a dance.
Let's go.
Oh wow, yeah. Oh wow, yeah. Definitely late game spoilers because I see who's in the party.
I said
Got
the
one.
here have some buff.
This is always some late game spoilers because I can see who's in the party.
This is No Game Plus, so they can be here. Well, Quad can be here, normally.
Ah.
Oh wait, why am I hearing multiple things twice? Oh right. This I'm listening to the stream.
Why do we hear boss music?
Oh no.
I'm hearing two things at once. Let's see.
But by the way, I was not expecting Pokemon Puzzle League to come to Switch Online.
I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting it so soon, but I'll take it.
I wasn't expecting it at all.
I'm happy for it. I have never played that game.
Neither have I, so this will be a good op for it.
Stage for my
Yeah, it was kind of one of those games that I was like, I really want to play this.
This is also your reminder. This is also your reminder that the game features mini renditions of the dub anime soundtrack.
Yeah, and if you heard at the end of the trailer, it actually does. It plays the instrumental version of the Poco Rap.
Yeah, it has instrumental the main theme, the Poke Rap, Team Rocket Scene, Double Trouble, like pretty much every song. 99% of the music from the anime from that point.
Yep, and that just reminds me that I did have that soundtrack on a cassette.
Wow. That's so...
Yeah, cassette, not even like CD
Wow.
or anything.
Why'd you have to say that? You know, old as is. Why do you gotta do that?
Yeah, and I listened to it on my Walkman.
Oh, I remember having that. Oh, why you do that to me? Wow.
What? I didn't have an 8-track.
I remember back before downloading music was a thing. If I heard a song from like a TV show that I really liked, I would just grab a recorder, put it up to the TV, then listen to it later.
Yep.
Those were the days.
Which battle do you wish to
Hey, Cole's online.
And playing Portal 2.
If not
Let's
Portal,
go.
then Monster Hunter.
Yep. No, Portal 2 is a good game.
I didn't play either.
Oh, let's see. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Myers at 3, thank God.
Great, you can move on from that dumb skill.
Yeah, it sucks. Wrath Strike, that's a good skill, I know.
That's pretty good. You can't go wrong with Death Spikes. Or Dark Spikes.
But that's already at level 3.
Oh, damn it. You can't go beyond.
You're not taking this from us.
Nah. I've already used that skill most of the time. So,
Yeah, for good reasons.
Hey, Death Knight, have you met my good friend T. Death Spikes?
Yeah, here is also this small child that is going to destroy you.
Sounds like any anime.
Exactly. Well, remember, every Fire Emblem is technically, like, very anime-inspired because, I mean, it is a kid that's basically going up against a godlike being.
But by the way, speaking of Puzzle League, I always found this odd as a kid, but maybe it makes sense since they didn't have a third Pokemon. But in Pokemon Puzzle League, Team Rocket, Jesse, and James, they have, you know, like, they have Arbok, alright, they have Weezing, alright, and they have Goldbat.
Golbat?
Yes, a Goldbat.
They never had a Golbat.
They never had a Goldbat.
Yep.
I was just sitting there going, is this before Jesse gets a Licky time?
It must be, I mean, like, I don't even think they had a Crobat either. That was more, Brock, I think.
Yeah, Brock had the bat. From what I remember from watching, I haven't watched the new ones. I remember they had Wobbuffet, they had Chime, whatever the little chime thingy is.
Chimecha?
Yep.
Yeah, Chimecha. They had, what's that, Cacnea? I think it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, Cacnea!
Coffee, Coffin, or Wheezy.
My favorite Pokemon, Coffee!
Pins and turned to whatever the other version is.
Coffee!
Coffee.
Coffer.
I would like some coffee.
You always had a derp face.
Yeah.
Oh, wait! Oh, dang, I know, wait a minute, I know the third Pokemon they could have used. They could have used the Victory Bell.
Yeah, Victory Bell is a given because that was the most.
Yeah, they had Victory Bell.
Yeah. But no, the only bat-type Pokemon I remember Team Rocket ever having was, I forget its name, but it's from Black and White. The little
Woobat, I guess.
Woobat and Swoobat.
Mm-hmm.
If Pokemon.
If nothing else, they could have grabbed James's Growlithe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a opportunity wasted. They could have used him in their team.
Mm-hmm. But by the way, another fact about Puzzle League. I don't know if you guys noticed about this about the story mode, but in order to unlock the true final boss, you gotta play it on very hard.
Oh, it's one of those games.
Mm-hmm. Yep, on easy mode, Giovanni is the final opponent. On normal, Bruno of the Elite Four is the final opponent. Yeah, I don't know Bruno.
So random.
Because he's rock hard.
Don't talk
No,
about
that's Brock.
And on hard, the final opponent is Gary again.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, he's the champion at that point.
If you want to know about very hard,
I think I know who it is, but yeah.
yeah, the final opponent of very hard is Mewtwo. As the game I love this because you get like an anime cutscene about this. He calls himself the Puzzle Master.
That is so fucking cheesy. I love it.
Puzzle Master.
I'm dragging the others down.
I gotta look the short anime cutscene because it's so funny the way he talks. 6 years ago. Yeah.
So out of all things to be in this game, I didn't expect Lisa Ortiz to be here.
I know, right? Yeah, you show that clip, Jared. I'm just like, yep, that's Lisa Ortiz. I recognize her.
The funny thing is, when I first heard that, I actually couldn't pinpoint her voice for like a good 5 minutes. Even though I just recently played Black Knight, and I know that she's in that game. I felt dumb.
Accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
As long as you fight by my side, I don't care who you really are.
I'll complete this. Okay, that would mean
This battle will make a fine
3 facilities are completed.
Hey guys, this tastes better than the blackest coffee.
Yep.
Yep.
Totally isn't the first time I heard that. Yep.
Yep.
Totally not.
place.
I got these free forge uses, but I don't know what to use it on. Maybe I'll grind up the... Because, yeah, I don't think that Shez gets a main sword in this game.
Oh, you little shit. All this time I wanted
this is
him to
not a
sleep
little
on
shit.
my bed. He's sleeping on the floor.
Oh. Well,
Like, he's kind of being a little bit quiet. Haven't been, hearing him mewing. Next thing you know, I look down, he's on the floor.
You little shit, why are you on the floor?
And you got a weapon that you want to reforge? You could forge it after. You could spend some money on reforging it, and then use those forging points for that.
Yeah, I could buff. I'll buff the knight's sword weapon even more, just to go even further beyond.
Oh, shop. I want to go to the shop.
Of course, Bernadette is already a max level.
I carry a little of everything here.
Which one of my units can punch?
All of them,
Well,
except for the women, apparently.
There's
Women can't. What should I say?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you gonna finish that sentence?
No, I'm not going to. I don't think I should. I don't want to.
Wise choice.
I don't want to.
Okay. Okay. So for context of the cutscene in Puzzle League, Ash is like holding up a trophy, and it gets like, but it's only like glows and gets like transported to like in an area where Mewtwo is, and Mewtwo is just like, welcome, puzzle champion. He's like, I am the puzzle master. I doubt you have what it takes to defeat me. I must crush all who oppose me.
Okay.
The fight starts.
Okay, sure, whatever you say, puzzle master.
Okay, I'm reading one of these tweets from like with someone I follow, and they said, I'm watching someone play Fire Emblem Warriors. I don't know anything about Fire Emblem, but 90% of these characters are so hot. What the fuck?
but we'll manage.
Not wrong.
It'd be like that. Also, Ashley says, "Hi, Dad. Hi, G Fuel Pusher, Mr. President, and Deanna." In brackets, not Pyra, as well as Cat Mom.
Do you have what it takes to defeat Mewtwo? The puzzle master.
Are you a bad enough dude to save the president?
Am I brave enough to save you, Zach?
My chances.
What?
You said, are you brave enough to save the president? I said, I don't know. Am I brave enough to save you, Zach?
Am I
said
brave
that.
enough
I
to
said
finish my
that.
sentence?
Yeah, that's what I just said!
You know what they say about
I said Zach was questioning why. I said I don't know if I was brave enough to save Zach, because Zach's the president.
Are you a bad
Oh.
enough?
Now I understand.
Bring in a miss.
No, I probably
Bring in a
don't
miss.
understand. Did I make Alright, I guess I know which of my units I use the most. It's already perfectly clear to me.
Is it Dorothea?
That's it for us.
Actually, no.
Yes.
The funny thing is no.
That is surprising.
They're all dudes.
Really?
Yeah, aside from you-know-who, the main character, Shez and whatnot, I use Ferdinand, Raphael, and, of all folks, and Yuritsa. They're...
Man, the testosterone is going off the charts.
Hey. Ferdinand von Eyre is great.
I know. Remember, one of the special battle quotes is him saying his name out loud.
It's literally him saying, I am Ferdinand von
God.
Eyre! You will know my name.
You don't know what.
They
say my name. Ferdinand over here being like, saying my name. Say my name.
You will recall my name!
I wonder what that song is gonna be called in 3 now.
I wonder too, because it's bound to be there.
Yeah, like in 1 you will know our names, in 2 you will recall our names. So what's 3 gonna have?
You will become our names?
All too easy.
We lost our names.
Oh.
I don't know how we
Where's your
got
name
lost,
tag?
But we did.
Where is it?
Yeah. The other unit that I also use the most is Caspar. He's actually good. Funnily enough, I think out of like all the party members, it's like, well, I love axe users in this game, so they're so good.
Oh, you must have loved using Edelgard then.
Edelgard's fun, yeah.
Yeah.
I like her skills, and well, also the axe users have like one of my favorite moves that came from Fire Emblem Warriors, so I use it a lot, and it makes me laugh every time I use it. So, yep. Also, I get the punch stuff, and folks like Raphael and Balthus are really good at doing that. This game fills me with joy.
It most certainly does.
Happy George.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Okay, just for y'all, I'm gonna put Dorothy in the party.
Let's go.
Looks like that's it for
And
us.
give her a good tome. She doesn't have a crest.
Of course not, she's a commoner.
Yeah. I mean, commoners can have crests. See Byleth.
Yo.
Violet is a special case.
Yeah.
Violet, you're turning violet.
Ah!
Alright, magic staff. Alright, Shamir and yeah, okay, cool. Balti. Hi,
Balti.
Balti.
What, you're seeing support with Balthus and Hilda?
No, I saw the one. I saw that there was apparently a Balthus support with Edelgard,
Ah.
Let's work together.
and I heard Balthus do a really good impression of Hubert.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that support on Twitter like a week ago, and I was shocked at the accuracy that he does.
Are they the same voice actor, or is that a really good impression?
I did not hear Robbie Damon from Balthus.
Yeah.
He's definitely no Akechi.
But that's a damn good impression, though.
Oh yeah! As soon as I heard that, I was convinced that Are you sure that this is not Robbie Damon?
I think we're positive.
If it is, then damn, he's got range.
Yeah. I can't believe someone here knows a line from a 1984 arcade. Wait, what? Did I miss that?
Wait, hold up a minute.
I missed that too.
Continue trending this way.
Please elaborate.
Okay,
I'm looking at
both.
the chat.
Okay, Dean. Balfus is played by Nathan Hedrick.
I don't know who that is, so
What
okay.
what else has he done?
That's what I'm looking at right now. Oh, he was in Tales of Arise.
As long as you fight
As?
D- you know, I'll just put the name in the chat. I don't know how to say it.
What?
I know it's spelled. Go ahead.
I'm just waiting for Zach to find a Danganronpa role that he did.
No, alright. I just know the name is spelled Dedyme. Dadoin? I don't know how to say it. So
Where
I'll
did
just
you post it? In the chat or in the?
hold on. I'll put putting it in the chat in the no mic stream. Or if I can find no mic stream, there it is.
Yep. And the reason why that Ashley said that there was a quote from an 80s arcade is because we said, "Are you a bad enough dude to save the president?"
Oh,
Oh.
I
Well-
mean, yeah, that did come from bad dudes.
well, that line in particular is practically a meme, so that's where I knew it from.
They're very mimetic. Yep.
Okay, yeah, I put in the no mic stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, give me a second. I'm kicking ass right now.
Let's see, level 86.
Let's earn our keep.
I think the highest level in this game is level 120
This from us.
I wouldn't be surprised on that.
because
And
there's
then
an
watch, they'll put DLC in this game, and they'll increase the level cap to 250. It's gonna be awesome.
What is this, Hyrule Warriors?
Exactly. They'll put history mode just for this game.
Don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do. I was about to ask myself, why am I beating up Vargas soldiers when I'm in the Blue Alliance right now, but I forgot this is a Golden Deer mission.
I mean, yep, that does make sense.
I completely forgot about that.
I'm glad we can rely
Something about this seemed wrong.
By the way, this guy has only. They were just talking about voice acting. This guy has only been doing voice acting since 2017.
For us.
Oh,
Damn, not a long career.
Yeah, since Fire Emblem Heroes. But not as Bolfus. Plays a character in that game. Plays a character in that game called Heath.
Heath. Oh yeah, I think they're a character from Fire Emblem Path of Radiance.
Mm.
If it's a guy that looks like he's really tired all the time, then yeah, that's Heath.
I thought that was Bernhardt.
Yeah, yo.
Okay,
Well,
there's
well,
more than
well,
one
well.
Fire Emblem game.
What's funny you say that, Jared? Because this guy, Heath, he has, he mostly has green hair with a shade of white on him.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up where this Heath is from.
Also, I do kind of like Linhardt's design in this game.
Together.
Yeah, Linhardt's also pretty okay in this game, I gotta say.
Okay.
As a support.
Yeah, I like his supports.
For my debut.
Okay, Dean. Heath is from the game Fire Emblem: The Blazing Blade.
Okay.
but no voice lines in that game since it's a GBA game.
You shall pay for this. You hear?
Yeah, yeah, that's a GBA. Yeah, it's a GBA
Yeah,
game.
GBA games don't have voice acting. Last I checked.
No, they don't.
I don't think any game had voice acting unless it's like really compressed and shit.
Like Goku screaming when he dies in Legacy of Goku.
Yep. Or Kingdom Hearts on the occasional time they use Sora's voice clips.
But wait, other than him and Balthus in Heroes, he plays one other character in Heroes. Gurk. G-E-R-I-K. Gurk.
Gurk. Sounds like you're trying to say girth.
I know, right?
Or Garrick, but I'm not sure.
Garrick. Yeah, Garrick. G-E-R-I-K.
Garrick Muck.
Let's see. Almost all the characters in Disco Elysium are doing their first video game role, and yet they nail it really well. It's like good voice direction matters or something. I don't know.
Should tell that to Sakamoto like 10 years ago.
And if you're wondering, Dean, he is from the Sacred Stones.
Okay, then yeah, Garrick's Mercenaries.
I've seen like memes of the GBA games. So whenever I hear Sacred Stones, my brain keeps wanting to call it Fire Emblem and the Sacred Stoners.
Oh my god!
Did I rank that up to max? No, I didn't.
Oh, he was also in the 2021. The voice actor was also in the 2021 video game and anime Scarlet Nexus.
Oh yeah, yeah, that game that I should play at some point because it looks
same.
really good. It's on Game Pass, so hey, there's that.
It's like one of the few it's like when the Xbox was coming out. That's like one of the few first anime games that got announced.
Yeah, I wanted to give that a shot because it actually looks pretty good.
But then you saw Sonic Unleashed getting its upgrade. It's like, oh, that's where my attention's going now.
That's way more important.
Hey guys, just remember, right? Just remember the person that plays Happy in Three Houses is the same voice actress as Chiaki and Danganronpa.
Christina La Cabanero, I don't know.
Christina,
Christina Aguilera, holy shit!
She also voices Shiho in Persona 5 for what little roles she actually does have.
Yeah.
You mean the beginning? Gotcha.
Yeah. Wait, no. The beginning and like rank 9 and on Social Link.
Is it fully voiced in Royal?
I don't think it is.
Oh, well, she shows up at least.
She shows up, yeah.
Yeah.
She's there. She exists.
She does have like stock voice lines.
The thing that some call me Johnny complained about in Shantae.
Always.
It's like, you shouldn't be playing Fire Emblem.
Uh-huh. And Logan asked if he can join.
I don't mind.
I don't mind either. This stuff's not spoilers anyways.
Well, trying to keep it non-spoiler anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really mind if you decide to use the end game, folks, or something, just because it's like, I'll get there eventually.
It's the folks I'm trying to keep hidden is like the New Game Plus characters, the secret unlocks.
Yeah, if you want to use like any of your other recruitables, go right ahead.
Yeah, it's just that I might accidentally
like I'm not gonna look at the screen that often, so
it's just I might accidentally pop on there and actually highlight them. That's the biggest thing I'm kind of worrying about. Well,
gotcha.
if nothing else, I could always switch it to a new scene while I do that.
Sorry, I had Pocky in my mouth.
Speaking of Pocky, are we watching Police Teacher tomorrow?
Sure, if I'm Still free gem. But I should be okay.
Let's go.
Things are looking good for us.
Ashley wants us to bring the giraffe. What if I was a giraffe? What would you do then?
Cool, my best friend Baresu wants to hang out.
That is a very old reference that I'm not expecting too much people to get.
Which one?
This won't be a problem.
It sounds familiar.
What if I was a giraffe?
I'm a
I don't know.
giraffe.
Yeah, there's a giraffe right here.
Yeah.
The line itself is like, oh fuck, how old is it? Oh, it's over 10 years old actually.
What's the line? Where's it from?
The line I said, the reference I said, it was, what if I was a giraffe?
Oh.
And, the line itself is a pretty obscure reference. It was actually Little Karibo's audition line for Captain Ginyu in Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
What?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's surprising, huh?
Oh wow. I haven't heard that in a long time.
That's actually incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's a
hey Logan.
it's a deep
Um,
Be back.
Yeah, hey Logan. Hey Logan, you might get a laugh at this.
Okay.
Rhea from Three Houses. You know who she's voiced by?
Oh, I already know this.
Who?
I think
She's voiced by the same person that voices Mako Nijima in Persona 5.
Yeah. I need to like listen to her voice now. I gotta listen to it.
yeah, you can hear it too.
I really gotta listen to it because if I actually pay attention to it, I might hear it.
To be
Yeah.
completely honest, yeah, you can hear it.
Wait, what
Nice.
the hell did that do?
Bring in the giraffe. Oh, I'm right on cue.
What did that even
the
do?
giraffe of all time. You are the giraffe of all time, Logan.
I am the giraffe of all time.
Okay, I have no idea what that combat art is even doing.
Mortal Struggle? It's just a boost.
Oh, it is? What does it
Yeah.
boost? Your attack?
Yeah, it just boosts your attack.
Oh, cool. So I can just level it up by doing nothing then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Look, you know what's so the crazy thing to me? Manuela is voiced by Veronica Taylor, aka Ash Ketchum's mom from the old 4Kids sub.
And Ash himself.
Yeah, Ash. Yeah, it's
You know what?
Ash Ketchum.
That's a lot of fun, Zach. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Ass Ketchum.
Ass ketchup.
That's a lot of
Ass catching. Alright,
Yes. Ketchup.
And then we have David Lowich voicing Gerald, who is Igor in Persona 5.
Is Igor?
yeah.
So-
The Igor
Wait,
voicing the-
is he Igor or is he like Igor? You know?
Yeah, is
Uh,
he Igor? Is
fake.
he Igor?
The fake Messiah.
Yeah, yeah. I figured.
Yeah,
Igor or
yeah.
Igor?
Fake Igor. No, the one who plays the real Igor is Shadow. Is Shadow.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the Velvet Room, Sonic.
Yeah.
Speaking of Shadow, Kirk Thornton is in this game, by the way.
As whomst.
Background soldiers, characters with no discernible role.
There are only
Same-
30 voice actors.
Same thing with Lisa Ortiz. She also she plays like a little child in a support.
Okay.
Yeah. The moment Jared show me that support clip, I'm just like, yeah, that's Lisa Ortiz. I recognize that.
So are you like not sharing the game tonight, Jared?
No, because I'm just grinding.
Oh.
I'm just grinding for pretty much just money.
Okay.
Money.
So we're just chatting right now, really.
Cool.
It's a chill night.
Alright, Logan, you'll also get a kick out of this. Hubert's, the scary looking dude. the scary looking dude is voiced by Robbie Damon, Akechi.
Nice.
I feel like we've at least said that 3 times to Logan.
And I've probably forgotten it all 3 times.
Hey, Logan, did you know that Hubert is voiced by Akechi?
No, Dean. This is like the first time I'm hearing about it.
Wow, man, I'm so glad I can teach you this today.
It's right here,
Wow.
the first time I'm hearing about it.
Wow.
Yep. I got the mind of an elephant. Okay.
Something I know I didn't tell you.
Mind of an elephant while I'm a giraffe. Yes.
Something I know I didn't tell you, Logan. Catherine, the person we kind of just mentioned a few streams ago. She is voiced by Laura Post, aka Kasumi.
Serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't even hear. It's like, wow, that's voice range.
Yeah, she voiced. That means she voiced Kasumi and Primrose. Damn,
You know what?
she's
I
not-
do recall you telling me that little tidbit, though.
know
But-
that.
Much like the one with Goro, I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Streamer brain is very short attention span.
You know what? I was going over like a VTubing like coaching session today, and the person I was going over it with, he told me that the average attention span for someone that watches VTubing content at first is between 4 to 7 seconds.
Wow.
Because the average audience for VTubing content is extremely ADHD, which you know what, I can empathize because I also have ADHD. So you know what, it checks out.
Hey, look, you want to hear something funny?
Sure.
Okay. So do you remember that? So do you remember that Star Fox Zero short? You know, to like promote the game and shit.
I know where this is going.
The best thing about the game. So what?
The guy that plays Peppy Hare is Sedith.
Okay. I did not expect that then.
Yeah.
You see,
guy that-
I thought you were gonna say Joe Zicha.
I don't know how obscure this little factoid is, but you know Fox's voice in Smash Wii U?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to tell me who he's voiced by. You get one guess. You can forfeit said guess.
Okay, I forfeit. But, who else? Does anyone else have a guess?
The Smash announcer.
Nope, you wish. It's Leonard from The Big Bang Theory.
What?
Really?
I'm not kidding.
Oh my god.
At least that's based off of what someone told me when I was in competitive Smash. He might have been pulling my leg. I'm checking though.
You got
Yeah, please look this up.
Please
Super
verify.
Smash Bros. Wii U voice actors.
Because this is too good.
This has please do not be bullshitting me. This
Please
needs
don't
to
be
be the thing. Has to be it. Please.
Please.
Yes!
Oh my
It's
god.
Mike fucking West.
That's
is-
epic.
That's hilarious.
That is epic, dude.
my god. Hey, hey, Logan. So you know how your favorite character is totally Sylvain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
Get this, Logan. Get this, Logan. In Injustice 2, he voices Donatello.
Cowabunga, dude.
Cowabummer.
Cowabunga.
Hold on.
No, Dean, fun fact for you with Sylvain's voice actor.
Uh-oh.
He's in God Eater 3.
As who? One of the player voices?
Yep, player, male.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Hold the fucking phone. I am double fact checking.
Speaking of player voices, I believe Robbie Damon does a player voice in as one of the characters in Xenoblade X.
Oh, really?
That's amazing.
How much does it cost to get Pocky shipped over to you? I paid $250 for a box. I think it's about $250. I got one of those like big packages, so I don't remember what the exact price was.
You paid for it at his local Asian market.
Yep.
What I want right now is those little panda things where they're filled with the chocolate.
Oh, I like those. Yeah.
Yeah, those are really good. I could eat like a huge big box of those.
I bought a big box of those, and I'm like, yep, this is my snack for like the foreseeable future.
Do you know what I can't get over though? I can't get over that Lawrence and Caspar are voiced by the same person.
Wait, what?
Yes, really. Lawrence and Caspar are voiced by the same actor.
They're both voiced by number one.
Ben Diskin.
I can't believe it. They're both
Okay,
voiced
hold
by
on.
number one and number two.
And
Hold on.
Xehanort.
Fucking goddamn it!
Young Xehanort from like Dream Drop Distance, not like
The
old-
worst one. Cool.
Yeah,
Hold out. We should be safe for a while.
What is it, Logan?
Looking.
looking respectfully.
Looking.
Yeah.
I think I got the wrong guy. Hold on a second.
What?
Oh,
Don't betray us like this.
I might have
betrayal.
betrayed you.
betrayal.
I think I betrayed you, everybody. I apologize.
Betrayal.
So the guy was pulling your leg?
He was fucking lying to me. Of course he was.
What an asshole.
Fuck you, lying.
Of course he fucking was. No, it wasn't.
So the lifeblood of any army.
Well, then why does he sound so different?
Everything has its use.
Why does he sound so different between, like, Brawl, Wii U, and Ultimate?
I have no idea, and honestly, I never liked that voice.
Fire! Like, it's so weird.
Fire.
I'm figuring this out because there's absolutely
Fire.
zero chance. Okay?
Uh-huh.
There's
Oh.
no chance.
No chance in hell.
Exactly.
How is that the same voice actor? I don't know.
Let's earn
I don't know! Ah!
They're not taking this from us.
Oh man. Okay. So yeah. You know what? Never listen to me, okay?
We have been bamboozled.
We've been speckled.
I've been carrying around this knowledge with me for like 7 years, okay?
Wow.
This fake knowledge. I've just been carrying it around with me for at least 6 years now.
It's okay, we're all told lies at one point.
Ugh.
There we go.
The one who actually voices Fox McCloud in Smash Wii U is someone called Mike West.
Who's apparently been voicing him since Star Fox 64.
Yeah, as it says.
Why
Wait,
is he?
what?
Yeah,
That's confusing.
that is.
The fuck? Then what? Did their voice lines just get re-recorded or something, and he just sounds like he's trying to do a squeaky voice or something?
Because that still doesn't explain why he sounds so different.
It is like he's in Star Fox 64 and Star Fox 64 3D and Smash and Star Fox Zero.
It could be the quality of the mics they used.
Maybe, but I don't know. It would still sound like him because like Smash 4 absolutely does not sound like him in like Melee and such.
What? Okay, I don't know. He plays Fox again in Ultimate.
That
Fire! Fire!
that just feels wrong to me.
You're just like, this feels wrong.
Damn it, I got Chasing Daybreak stuck in my head now.
Yep.
Or some people in the YouTube comments call it the national anthem of Blue Lions.
Wait, what song is it?
It's from Three Houses. It's called Chasing Daybreak. I've had it stuck in my head for the last few days.
Yep, it is a song you have not encountered yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, look, I don't know if you missed that earlier, but the guy voices Caspar and Lawrence. Yes, they're the same person. He's also number 1 and number 2 from Kids Next Door.
I'll have a number 1.
It's Ben Deskin.
I know number 1 and number 2 are the same voice actors.
Yeah, they are the same, which surprised me when I was older.
When you go on HBO Max, because I've actually been watching K&D recently. If you go on HBO Max, like they will list like the cast, and it does credit Ben, but it only credits him as Nigel. It doesn't credit him. It doesn't credit him as Hoagie.
That's disappointing. I like
So-
Hoagie.
So like number 1 and numbers 3 through 5. They're all in like the HBO Max credits, or rather,
not number 2.
screen, but not number 2.
Man, poor Hoagie, man. Why would you do this to my poor boy?
Because nobody likes doing number 2.
No one likes number 2. Why?
Why not?
He had like
I
some
think
of my
they
favorite
play on
episodes.
that in the show too. People don't like Hoagie.
Why not?
Why not? Hoagie's pretty
I don't know.
good. I like his
But
episodes.
I'm heading off to bed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, night, baby.
Night, night. See you guys later.
Yeah, have a good one.
I just find that kind of funny.
That is funny though, but still tragic.
I know, right? You want to hear something that'll probably shock you if you don't know already.
What?
Dorothea and Shamir are voiced by the same person.
Yeah, I know about that one already, and they're like 2 of like the hotter characters in the game. So
That is a Dorothy fan, right?
Still improving.
No.
no, it's Alyssa Fun or something.
Oh,
No,
No,
it's
no, it's something I don't remember.
I'll just put the name in no mic stream. That would be come on Discord. That would be this person.
Yeah, Allegra Clark, right?
what else has she voiced? Does it feel like
I am. Hey, she's in Room Factory 5.
because I do remember looking her up a long time ago, and I remember saying that she voices another character that I'm really familiar with, but I can't remember who.
She's in SMT 5.
As who?
Artemis.
I don't recall the voice on that.
Blonde hair.
I still don't remember that much.
Okay. I should be more specific. Blonde hair has a spiky crown thing.
I'd have to
It's
look
made of
it.
metal.
I'd have to look it
Yeah.
up. Hey, Dean, you remember the do you remember the little demon you meet in SMT5 at like the beginning of the game?
The little fairy one or what?
Yeah, the little fairy one.
Yeah, but I can't remember what the name was.
Something long that starts with an A. But I found out yesterday that she, the person who voices her also voices Flame.
Oh wow!
Take this land. Defend it to the last.
Welcome to
boy,
the small
she-
world of voice acting.
Oh boy, she's in Fortnite.
Oh, good, great. Peak
Oh.
of her career.
Jerry, you might get a kick out of this. She's in Cyber Dementia Neptunia Four Goddesses Online.
Who does she play?
Kira.
Akira?
Kira.
Kira, I don't know that character.
Kiria. Kira.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Okay.
Which battle do you wish to reflect on?
She's also in Pokemon Twilight Wings as Sonia.
I gotta watch more of Twilight Wings.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've been doing a lot of those like animation things for him, and apparently they've been all well received.
Oh, sword dance. That's a new skill I just got.
That's for a dancer perk, I think.
Yep, that's what it looks like. Alright, cool, I get to try it out. Now that I'm done with just standing there with like, oh, I'm gonna boost my attack. I'm gonna boost my attack.
Our defenses are
I hate to still be on this, but the guy that plays Leonard in The Big Bang Theory doesn't even have any VA roles.
Man!
Man,
Or at the very least, he does not have any video game roles. I'm not sure about VA roles, but I'm gonna check.
Yeah. You know who I know for a fact has a animated role.
Sheldon. I know that much.
Well, I was actually thinking of Sheldon. I don't know her name, but she played Harley Quinn in that Batman direct-to-DVD movie.
Which one?
Which one?
There are a few of them.
It's literally just called Batman Harley Quinn.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say The Killing Joke.
No, Harley Quinn isn't even in The Killing Joke.
I don't know, I never watched it. I just know it's bad.
I'm literally looking this up. Hold on.
Too easy.
So,
Oh, apparently he was on Family Guy.
oh,
Oh, truly the peak of comedy.
He played.
Career.
He played Leonard, probably in a cutaway gag.
Probably. Hey guys, remember when I was into Big Bang Theory?
Hey Sheldon,
Bazinga.
I was in the Hey Sheldon, remember? Hey Sheldon, remember when I was on Family Guy?
By the way, you guys might get a kick out of this. The voice actress for Hilda, she was in RE4.
yep.
As who?
It's that one. It's I forgot the name, but it's that one person. It's that one girl that calls you a lot.
Debut.
Oh, Hunnigan. Oh, huh.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow, strange.
She. Oh, okay. Hang on. I'm gonna say this name slowly so I don't get it wrong this time. She also play. The voice actor for Hilda also plays Mistral in Metal Gear Rising.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first major boss of the game.
She also, get this. She's also in Spider-Man: Web of Shadows as Black Widow.
Is it the Spider-Man girl that? Oh wait, no, it's not. I'm thinking of someone else.
It's Black Widow.
I thought we were talking about Black Cat.
It's Black.
Yeah.
It's like he said Black Widow, not Black Cat. Different characters entirely.
I got them mixed up. So I say something slow so I don't embarrass myself, and then like 2 seconds later I embarrass myself with something entirely different.
No worries.
Man, I really feel like that.
We've been through that.
Yeah.
Oh boy, another voice actress who is also in Scarlet Nexus.
Yeah, the game that I should probably play at some point.
Mhm.
Yep.
She was also in Triangle Strategy. Okay, that's good to know.
Yep, another game I should probably play. Ants, water, demons.
You know the best thing about the dancer class?
What? The look.
You get more. You get to see more of Chez's legs.
Yeah, that's why I said the look.
Oh yeah, and that's why I wish I could just change my costume to the dancer class and just switch back to trickster.
Okay, my favorite achievement name, War Master.
The War Master.
Master.
But no, Jared. When you said Dorothy fan earlier, she's Mercedes, and you know,
Oh, you know what? That's probably where I got the mix up from then.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Zach, at least to my credit, both are hot.
Ayo.
I love Mercedes.
I love her too. And that is where that Lisa Ortiz support came from.
And if I want to bring it back around to Danganronpa, she's always a Chihiro from Danganronpa 1.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I could actually hear it.
We're learning so much tonight.
This is a very educational stream.
Learning
Oh,
is
but-
fascinating.
It's gratuitous educational content.
Exactly.
By the way, Logan, did you hear what's coming to the Nintendo Switch Online and 64 thing?
Can't say that I have. Oh wait, wait, no, I know.
What is it?
It's the Pokemon puzzle thing, right?
Yeah, Pokemon Puzzle League, which I was kind of surprised by.
I love Mean Bean Machine.
Hey, Logan, you know what's even more surprising? Logan? I watched the beginning of it, and it's rated T. Yes, really.
Man, it's so hardcore.
Is this
What happens in it?
is this the first Pokemon game ever to be rated T?
Probably, actually.
Wait.
Do you want the mystery? I want the mystery dungeon games T.
No,
Wait.
they're all E.
Wait, Dean. Go check if Colosseum and Gale of Darkness are rated T.
I will swear to you that they are rated E. But yeah, I'll take a look.
That's
Or-
awesome.
The first T-rated Pokemon game is fucking Puzzle League.
That's amazing.
Let's see, Pokemon Coliseum. Let's see, E.
And those are more darker in terms of Pokemon games.
Gale of Darkness E. Let's see, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, or Time and Darkness. E. E. Yeah, that one in where a very, very sad thing happens in the end. Yeah, E.
You know I blame Dean for the T rating. I blame Booba.
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 Wait.
Lorelei.
Who the
that?
fuck who the fuck shows like who the fuck has like massive tits in the game?
Lorelei.
Lorelei,
What?
one of the characters do, but yeah.
These my boobies.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
You now have to bring Hilda out by proxy, you know that, right?
I mean, it always happens, Dean.
I know.
It's like the sun rising every day, you know?
Yep.
You can always count on it.
Yep.
Okay, Logan. I'm going to show you what she looks like in the anime.
Oh boy, okay.
Holy
I'm-
shit,
I'm-
man.
I'm posting on no mic stream. This is what she looks like in the anime.
Holy tits, Batman.
Hang on, let me look at all this stuff that you guys posted.
That's honestly kind of conservative.
Conservative and what it could have been.
This is really milquetoast for a T rating over this.
Yeah, this. Oh man, that's. You have to be.
For like
it's
a slight
kids. No,
for like a slight boob line. Okay,
like kids. No. You,
Think of
you
the
can't watch-
children.
this is super conservative right here.
It's the best reason I could come up with because I can't see any other way why the game is even rated C.
Won't somebody please think of the fucking children?
Yeah, we said fucking, so we know it's important.
Movies are bad. Okay.
All my fault.
Boobies.
Titties.
Okay.
Just be like Joe Zija with polygons and just ban boobs.
No boobs allowed.
Just remember that.
I'm here being a big baby.
Just remember that Erica Mendez is Bernadetta.
Yep. That she is.
Mm-hmm. I know for a fact voices a Danganronpa character.
Does she?
Yes, she does. In fact,
Everyone has voiced Danganronpa one way or another.
I know, yeah, most of them. She's Maki from V3.
Lightning caster.
So take that as what you will, Dean.
Henry's being a big baby, always.
Oh, cool! She voices a character from My Hero Academia. That was in the first My Hero Academia movie.
Always known you possess this power. The power to protect people.
Oh, Jared, just remember, Jared, don't forget, she's Blackheart.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, so she's best Tsundere then.
Fine stage for my debut.
Also, fun fact, Dean, she's also Nagi-san from Ultra Despair Girls. The blue-haired kid.
Yeah, the blue-haired kid.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot allow the battle to continue trending this way.
You fucking see with that veil over your head. You're on the battlefield. You're not going to a funeral.
Jeez.
I don't get why these mages have veils on their heads. Like,
No one can see.
Actually, no one can see.
they can't even see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Ah, yes, the taste we can
No, they
see.
can't.
Alright, let's just go back to the... Layers booze were more revealing and they're metal.
Won't mean a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Standing when the battle's over.
Yeah.
As long as you fight by my
Yeah.
side, I don't care who you really are.
Yeah. Well, when I hear someone say "yeah," I just think of the clip Linkar uses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Managed to hold
Yeah, Enrique from Resident Evil 1.
Yeah.
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 Okay, let me see in terms of like other classes I can use.
Help me break new
Ooh,
boundaries.
special dance. I wonder what that does.
You dance gracefully.
Makes
Bitchin'.
sense to me.
Okay, I should have some materials to turn in now.
Man, Logan, I can't believe you've been lied to for like 7 years.
Supplies are the
Well, you know
lifeblood of
what?
an army. Everything has its use.
This video that replaces the God of War characters with Simpsons characters. That's pretty good.
Yes, it
That
is.
changed my life.
Have you seen it, Dean?
Yeah, I've seen the clip.
It's
It made
awesome.
me laugh.
It's awesome. I love that Ned Flanders is, I think it's Bardock in the game.
Oh, that was so good.
It's time to repent your sins.
Alright.
Hope to see you again soon.
Well, I'll see you again soon.
Find your way home, Marge.
Which battle do you wish to reflect on?
The same mission I keep
Hey.
going on, Lady G's. Just want to do
Hey,
the
Dean.
same mission. Okay, abilities. Where is that ability I just got? Oh, let's see. Increases the potency of dancer units' class actions. Nah.
Hey, Dean.
Let's earn our keep.
We can't let them take this land. Defend it to the last.
It's probably focusing on his own thing.
Advantage here.
Yeah.
Get reckless.
What? Am I not being heard?
Oh, yeah, now I get
Oh. Well, never mind. Scrap what I said.
Dean, you might get a kick out of this. Abby Trott, the voice of Annette, is the current voice of Tai Takemi from Royal.
Yeah,
Yep.
I saw that, and I was like, oh my god, really?
Fun fact: she's in the 2022 video game of My Little Pony: A Maritime Bay Adventure.
Who?
Mind if I do?
Zipstorm.
Are you kidding me? Wow. That is a completely different role from Annette. Wow.
I didn't see that coming.
He went from being innocent to a goth to a tomboy. Wow.
In that multiverse game, she's Wonder Woman.
She's got range, damn.
Alright.
Allow me to help you.
And Nickelodeon All-Star, she's April O'Neil.
Man,
She's moving all over the place.
I love how like I was really excited for that game to come out, and I've just not played it at all.
Don't worry, it's better now. It has voice acting and more characters to care about.
It feels finished.
Yeah, I'll say this,
Kendo
Is
feels
she-
the same way, Logan, don't worry.
I'll say this, she also plays a really well-known character. She does play a really well-known character in Demon Slayer, the one that always has like the girl that runs around with the thing in her mouth.
The
scroll.
The scroll thing.
Yeah, the scroll. Yeah. She plays that character in the dub.
I've seen her name get tossed around so many times, but I can't remember it right now.
You now.
I know, right?
Nobu or something like that. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
You've done well, everyone.
I'm looking at who she also voiced. Oh, cool, Boruto. Moving on.
Boruto. Alright, cool.
Anyway.
Boruto.
Baruto.
Alright, dancer
Okay.
class is almost at max.
Okay, Dean. In Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, she's a Maya.
Wait, who?
Maya.
No,
Just-
the voice actress.
Oh, Annette's voice actress.
Really? Oh, okay, just making sure we're talking about the same person.
Mm-hmm.
Abby Trott.
Our defenses are unbreakable. Show them just what
Oh.
that is.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense that she's in the My Little Pony game, because she's Abby Trott. Yeah, I get it.
Hey,
Thank you, I'll
Jared,
be here all week.
this might be an interest to you, Jared. But she's in Mega Dimension Neptunia 7 as Keisha. Or as Keisha.
Oh, Keisha.
They say about playing with
What gold third was that again? I'm actually gonna look that up real quick. I think. Let me see.
She
Oh.
she has like
Oh.
a red hairband that reminds me of Yukiko.
Oh, she's the sadistic yandere lesbian type.
What? Okay. What?
She's the girl that's actually supposed to represent Kunami.
this is all my
Jared, I took a one look at that headband. I'm just my mind immediately went to Yukiko.
you now.
Now this isn't your.
Yo.
Now you're from Spy Family. Now that's Yukiko. In the hottest of ways.
Lend me your
I remember when I told Dean and Cole about that.
Let's work together.
Do.
Hold on.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
This battle will make a
Hey guys, just remember, Scott the Woz was #1 on trending. Period.
Number 1.
Number 1 on trending, just entirely.
Yes, just
Like,
entirely. Not even the gaming category, just entirely.
Like in the US or like the world? Oh, it's probably US trends.
yeah, it's like #1 on trending.
You know what? That's really cool. I like that.
hmm
Number 1.
I love for his day 1 editions video on Twitter. It's just like, human beings were never designed to tweet about a new episode of Scott the Woz on day 1 editions of video games the same night it was uploaded. They're designed to do it the day after. Okay.
They're not taking this from
I love how he mentions 3 hopes in that video at the beginning and at the end.
Ashley says Scott the Woz is unknown in Japan for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't doubt that at all. I would not doubt that for a second. You know?
Imagine if you're number 1 in the world.
Zawardo.
So no.
Like there is Scott the Waz.
Scott the Way.
Waz.
The Waz.
enemy down.
I'm sure he has a couple Japanese fans.
You're always bailing me out.
Only a couple.
Yeah. Only a couple.
Chances are slim.
In fact, I think he's only famous in US, Canada, UK, and Australia. So basically every English-speaking country.
I
Let's get started.
Well, actually, you know, I mean, no, Europe is larger than the United Kingdom. Excuse me.
Well, excuse me.
I'm not that ignorant.
Don't mind if I do.
What the fuck? Japanese is hard, okay?
Apparently.
It's Sukotu the Wazoo. That is no.
Go to the wall.
We'll make a
Oh, my favorite anime.
Sukotu the Wazoo?
Go to the wazoo. Now I just want like an anime intro of Scott the Waz's theme.
It's just gonna be an Evangelion thing again.
But you know it's one of my favorite things that never fails to get a laugh out of me. The fact that Petra's voice actress is also Aqua from Konosuba.
She's also a Stoffel from Fate.
I don't know.
She unfortunately, because of what went on Twitter, she unfortunately got discovered why Astolfo was trending in the first place that one day.
Oh.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate.
Oh no. Well, Jared, if we want to bring it back around to Neptunia, she's in Mega Dimensia Neptunia 7 as God Eater.
God Eater. A character I never really... I got a character I really got to really use or play or see. Okay, what was the ability I just got? Wait, I just saw it up there. Where was it?
Oh no.
Wait, Where did I get this? Spirited Seas. Slightly restores the warrior gauge upon seizing a stronghold. I think I'll actually take that. What do I want to get rid of? I'm not using Faith. Restores the warrior gauge in proportion to the unit's charm. I do have probably a high charm stat.
Hey guys.
Damn, I hate that.
Hey guys, never forget that the voice of Eloise is Dave B. Mitchell, aka the current voice of Knuckles.
Oh yeah, because Travis Willingham doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Huh.
Tougher than the rest of them, the best of them.
I don't know how I feel about Knuckles' voice now.
It looks like he's been voicing Knuckles. Yeah, it looks like he's been voicing Knuckles since Team Sonic Racing in 2019.
Yep. That would be correct. That would be absolutely right. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
I didn't know he had a different voice actor.
Well, he does.
Yeah.
He absolutely does.
They're not taking this from us.
Just like, huh. That's weird. He's the he's also the voice of the of the judge in Ace Attorney Dual Destinies.
Nah.
Ooh. Oh boy.
Ooh boy.
Go Astra.
Astra.
Ooh. Oof.
It's a Fire Emblem ability. That's also in this game.
Oh my! Hey guys, he's Steve and Catherine.
Steve.
Yeah, you know the guy with the bow tie. Or not the bow tie, but you know the. Yeah, actually, it is. Oh, the tie neck. There we go. That's it.
Right.
The one that gets eaten.
Okay.
You're a beta
spoilers.
sheep. You're a beta sheep.
Oh, thanks, Jared.
Beta.
Zach didn't get my reference.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
I'll show you it later. It's really funny.
Okay.
It's very haha. Hee ness. And also a hee hee will be warranted.
Ha ha. Yoink.
Yeet.
I always loved that unique skill.
Astra.
No, no, just dashing along, which has a dash attack.
Yeah, it makes up for not being a Pegasus unit.
We managed to hold out.
Also, if you're doing special missions in this game, where you're not allowed to dodge to get your top speed quick, you can actually just tap the dash button and you'll instantly go to your top speed. Very helpful if that's a muscle memory habit that you kind of don't know how to break,
Yeah, always.
like mine. I think I have more materials to drop off.
Yep, because you got a ton of materials. So you're in the Azure Gleam thing, but you're doing auxiliary missions?
I'm doing in New Game Plus. You can do you can replay missions from whatever was your last house that you did. So I could still
Can you
do
bring
missions.
anyone along?
Yep. New Game Plus, you can bring Anyone from any other house that you've done along with you.
Cool.
Which battle do you wish to reflect on?
So on your New Game Plus playthrough, when you do one, if you do like Golden Deer as your next house, for example, you can bring Edelgard with missions that you've already redone.
Ah, awesome.
Hold on.
Oh wait, I don't need to pay attention to this mission. I already did this one.
Fight starts.
Oh, wait a sec. I don't gotta pay attention to this.
Yeah. Oh wait, I don't have to care. Cool.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Wait,
minute.
hold on. I don't have to care.
Oh wait, I don't care.
Wait a
Never
minute.
mind.
Wait a minute. I hate Twitter.
Wait a
Wait a minute.
wait.
I hate Twitter.
Wait a minute. I don't care.
Just stop caring.
I swear that's from something, but I have no idea what. Let's see. That's right. One.
That's what you get for playing with fire.
The Excalibur is pretty much what I got.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hold on.
I'm over here doing some live GG stuff. So
Nope.
I'm telling you to hold on.
Hold on to what though?
What do you want to hold on to, Jared?
I don't know. Probably my controllers so I can play the game.
That's very fair. You keep doing that.
Will do.
You go on and you keep doing that, bud.
Oh, I will.
Make a fine stage for my debut.
It's no use. We can't gain any.
It's no
Like
use. Wait a minute. Jared hates Twitter.com?
Yeah.
Who'd have
So does
thought?
any respectable person.
I had an online friend once that I met on Twitter, and he came to one of my streams like last year, and he said that he actually deleted Twitter. He's smarter than any of us. He relinquished it.
I've met some okay people on. I met like some really cool people on Twitter like in the past month or so.
Yeah, some of them
because
are.
like a lot of VTubers are very welcoming.
Yeah, like a lot of them are really chill. None of them know what a rest hole is, but
It is a rest hole.
I do.
I mean,
Fight starts now.
I met Aki on Twitter, and he's been really nice so far.
I think that they have. I think that their proper pronouns are she, actually. Yeah. They clarified that in their
Did I use a gender?
in the Twitter bout.
Did I use a gender pronoun? I thought I just referred to them as Aki.
You used he him pronouns.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I will
Just saying.
Oh no, I completely understand. That was a mistake on my part.
Oh, that looks so good. I'm like, ah, no. No.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I'm talking to myself right now.
I can see that. Well, I can't see it, but I can hear it.
Return the favor,
Mhm.
Level 89.
This battle will make a fine stage for my debut.
Oh yeah, Dean, if you want all the achievements for this game, you do have to play some missions on Merciless.
I figured. I don't mind doing maddening difficulty.
As long as it's not like 3 houses.
Yeah.
Secured.
That was very, very brutal for me. I beat the game. Oh boy, you beat the game on Merciless, Jared. What was your prize? All I got was a piss-colored title screen.
T-shirt. Yay.
Yay! Almost at 1 million gold.
Ooh.
Let's earn our keep.
Hold strong. I'm here to defend you.
This will be a tough one, but we'll manage.
I think Zach disappeared.
I think that he probably went to like go do his diabetic stuff. Yeah.
Likely, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over here working on shit. I'm almost done working on shit, so I'll be back to your shit here.
Yep, and I'm doing paralogs right now.
Logan with most games, stop kicking my ass. Yes. I mean, listen, man. I never said I was good at games. That's it. That's it. That's the.
That's it.
That's the whole sentence, right there.
What do you want more?
I can't believe I'm actually like feeling tired, like in the PM hours again. What is happening?
Wait,
My sleep
tired?
schedule's actually getting good.
Wait a minute.
What?
Tired in PM hours? What is this?
Wow. Holy fuck.
I think
That's
so.
like normal or something.
I think since I started fixing my sleep schedule, the tiredest I've been able to stay up, or that I've been actually forcing myself to stay up, is 3 o'clock in the morning, which is still really late, but it's better than 7 in the morning.
Yeah, I know. Do you
So-
feel like more energized?
Yes, I
like
do.
on average.
Yes, I do, actually. I get up a lot earlier, and I have a lot more energy in the day than I used to. I haven't even taken a midday nap in the day in quite a while, actually.
Man.
Like how I used to, where it was like, I know before it was like, oh hey, I'm gonna here, I'll sleep till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or like sometimes 3, and then I'll be tired until like maybe 10 o'clock to midnight after we're done streaming with everything. But now I'm energized. What more?
I really do enjoy waking up early in the morning. I just kind of enjoy like waking up when the sun does, and it makes me feel like I have more time to do things than I do when I wake up at like 11 or noon. Especially at noon, because when I wake up at noon, I just feel like I feel like I wasted half the day, you know?
You feel more
I like-
productive.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I have more time to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I've always had the same amount of time to do things. But that psychological aspect.
G Fuel
there.
fixed it for you guys. Thanks, Zach. G Fuel didn't do jack shit. I don't drink G Fuel that much anymore.
Yeah, like, I don't really feel like a caffeine buzz when I drink G Fuel, really, anymore. I mostly just do it to have my vitamins in, you know? Like, that right there is the majority of my vitamin C intake. So... Which I don't know what it says about my diet when I say that, but... you know, let's just pick that up and put it off to the side for now, okay? Let's just pick that up and not really acknowledge it any further.
I particularly like getting my caffeine boost if I'm doing something with someone, like streaming or hanging out. That way I've got a little bit more energy. But that's just me.
Looks like that's it for us.
Get me down.
Lend me your strength.
Allow me to help you. I can hold my own in the fight. It's no use.
Don't run away,
Can't gain any ground.
dick.
Let's see here.
Just the beginning.
Does G Fuel have caffeine? Usually, yes.
I don't care who.
Although there are hydration formula variants of a lot of the flavors. In my case, I usually only drink the caffeinated ones, but that's just what I happen to own right now. I did drink some of the non-caffeinated versions though, like I had the Phase X flavor. That's pretty good. I had the dragon fruit flavor. The dragon fruit flavor actually tastes quite a bit like a fruit snack, actually. Like, it has the same flavor profile as one of those Duncan Hines fruit snacks. If you've ever had any of those.
I have not.
They're very good, actually. Because I think that the flavor profiles of fruit snacks are purely just like psychosomatic. I do not know. I really do wonder if like they actually taste different, or if your brain just thinks they taste different.
Placebo effect.
Exactly. I'm really wondering like if the flavor differences in fruit snacks are purely a placebo sort of thing.
Has its use.
Because they could say they're like made with fruit juice. But
A little of everything here.
But there's absolutely no way that, like, I don't know, the blue ones taste anything like whatever fruit juice they put in there. It's blue. What fruit juice is blue?
Oh boy, I love blue flavored.
Don't say blueberries, because blueberries aren't even fucking... because blueberries aren't even fucking blue sometimes. They're more like black.
Black and blue, black and yellow.
Ah, black and blue. Yeah, let's shake it up a little.
Yeah.
I'll continue gathering records of your
Blue, black. Blue, black. Blue, black. Blue, black. Oh, black, blue. Let's shake it up a little.
Hoi!
One of my favorite videos on YouTube is someone did the reading of the B-movie script, but entirely in a Carl Weezer voice. Look it up. I want to see if it's the whole thing. Yes! That's awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna swap out my units real quick, Bean, so you might want to look away from the screen.
Yep, no problem. Don't worry, I'm still on my mission right now.
Alright, I'll do that real quick so I don't have to...
I can do this.
Imagine once you were a little kid who had infinite possibilities for your future, and now you are watching Carl Weezer read the script of the B-movie.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll show you what I can do.
Let's earn our
Okay, I'm done.
Cool.
It'll be a huge step forward if we can just hold our ground.
I can hear that.
I'm hearing it right now. I thought that someone was in the background.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
I love how within the first 20 seconds there's a voice crack.
Man.
I use specialized diet for my vitamins, but I take caffeine pills in measured doses in case I need them. One $10 bottle has about as much caffeine as 120 cups of coffee in a single bottle. I always break the pills in half. It saves a ton of money, and I never liked any drinks except water anyways. You know what? That's entirely fair. Because besides G Fuel and milk, I really only drink water.
Yeah, I kind of stopped drinking a lot of soda these days and just kind of stick with juice or water.
Infinite possibilities are why the bee and emoji movies exist. We live in an alternate universe, not the prime one. You know what? I really hope that at some point, like, real science is done on alternate universes. And we just figure out, shit, we could be living in a completely different existence. And then we get, like, windows into that universe. Figure out what exactly we could be doing. Henry drinks Logan's hope. Aw. Well, that's mean. Isn't it?
Well, Kira failed us fighting at a disadvantage. She should get better. Fire.
A Carl Weezer YouTube account commented saying this was a personal project. Well, also your blood, because he does bite your leg. That he does. That he very much does. Although he has never really drawn blood, surprisingly. Well, actually, no, that's sort of a lie. He did draw blood, like, within the first couple months of having him. But I don't think he's done that since then. He's usually pretty good about that. It's just that I wish that he wouldn't do it when I'm at my most vulnerable, you know? Because it's not very kind of you to do.
No.
No backing down. I think this is gonna be a problem. This battle will make a fine stage for my debut.
This bat'll make a fine stage for my debut.
He had an extended kittenhood. I don't know about that. I mean, really, I'd have to say he's probably only like 2-3 years old at most. Because listen, no matter how old he gets, he will always be baby. Okay?
He baby. Yes, he's your baby.
But he has quite a lot of years left in him, though. Your lightsaber will make a fine addition to my collection. You know what? I was actually thinking that when Jared was saying that one line about the battlefield.
Oh, let's see. Where is Raphael?
Is he a mage?
I made him a dark mage.
Yes.
Now we're gonna go. Wait, I don't think I can yet. Wait.
Let's go. Yeah.
Oh wait, he hasn't mastered the class yet.
That's awesome.
He needs to master his current class, the dark mage, to make him a dark bishop.
That's awesome.
Like, you gave Raphael the power of darkness.
Yeah.
You're
My
damn
dude
right.
fucking walked through the door to darkness.
You sure you have buff strike for your a form of buff strike for your tome?
I'll just give him items.
All the magic.
I made Ash into a grappler.
Nice.
Oh, fuck. What was I gonna do? There was something else I was gonna do, but I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, I think I remember. Okay, hang on. I'm going to...
Goodness gracious.
What if I close this? Yep. Hang on, I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna close. I'm just getting rid of that for a moment. No, I can't. Let's just moving on to the other characters, which also has a list of like the hidden characters in the game. I didn't want to show that off, so that's why so that's why I closed my game screen.
Oh, okay.
Which battle do you wish
Don't want to spoil those juicy hidden unlockables yet.
Juice. Yes.
Who's got the juice?
The fight starts now.
We have to just hang in there and make it through.
I don't like the look of this. But I know we can pull through.
Let me at him.
I still think it's funny. I made Annette a trickster with, and I gave her Thunderbrand.
You just gave her frickin' Catherine's sword.
Yeah, which is actually a good sword because of its ability, which reduces cooldown for your combat arts.
I mean, it is a nice substitute because that thing is supposed to guarantee you using two attacks whenever you initiate.
Let's go. I also overleveled Annette really early. She's level 75.
Where to next?
Nice.
This belongs to us now.
Was level 75.
General Grievous proving most Jedi were morons as he had zero defense against the Force. Oh, he probably should have smoked weed, you know?
Every day.
He probably should have got in on a Kit Fisto's weed farm. That right there is just the new Star Wars lore to me.
Star Wars on weed.
Oh, Star Wars: The Force on weed.
The Force on weed.
Grievous had no lungs. He would have to inject it into his heart. Hardcore, man. Well, he was simply too afraid, you know?
Star Wars Episode 4: The Last Joint.
The last joint. Episode 2: Attack of the Stones.
There's nothing to worry about.
That's such a reach. Wow. I'm done. I'm finished. That is the reachiest of reaches.
Wow.
I bet this will
Just gotta let my muscle.
Almost 1,000,000 gold.
Nice.
I think we almost got 10k during this entire thing so far.
10k?
Starts now.
Not 10k, well, you know what I mean. 100k. 1,000,000 gold.
Much money, yes.
Much money that I need in this game.
Don't worry.
So I can level up everybody.
To turn things around.
Level up Raphael into the Dark Bishop.
That's what I'm working on.
So, can you, like, play as all the characters in here? Or...
Yeah,
Yes?
all the ones that you can get, yeah.
Okay.
All the students, especially.
Yeah, all
Okay.
the students you can play as.
Okay.
There's a character in this game that is exclusive to this game, and the voice actor for them also plays Merlina.
We'll give it a go.
That's awesome. Myrtleina.
Merlina, the mage.
you always manage to motivate me.
Lend me your strength. I'll help you out.
Doo.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
This battle will make a fine stage for my debut.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see where Zach is. Oh yeah, 100%.
I don't know how we held them off.
He's probably
but we
away.
did.
Yeah. Speaking of away, I should probably go away because I need to sleep. I need to sleep a little bit. I do not want to let this good streak I'm on go away. All right.
Understandable.
I don't want this to go away. So, thank you for letting me hang out for a little bit. I appreciate it.
No problem. We'll see. Guess we'll see you later.
Yep, I'll see you later. See you guys.
Bye.
No, Logan.
Fight starts
Bye.
now. They're not taking this from us.
I don't like the look of this, but I know we can pull through.
At the pace I'm going with this game, I actually probably can get through all 3 houses by the time Xenoblade 3 comes out. Probably even by the time we're halfway through the month.
I mean, the game's out in, or Xenoblade 3 should be out, like, by, not April, at the end of this month, I think.
Yeah, it's supposed to be at the end of this month. I think it's like the 29th or something. At least I'm not in much of a race as I was with SMT5.
Dragging the others down. This battle will make a fine stage for my debut.
Oh yeah, Dean, that idea I shared with you earlier. Do you wanna keep that secret, or do you wanna share that with Zach or Kate sometime?
Sometime. I also might want to try and commission something like that someday. That would be hilarious.
That would be fun. So I wasn't too far off from what you were already thinking then?
Well, you gave me the idea, so...
Oh, okay.
I was just like, oh, I didn't, oh, I hadn't thought of it that way.
Yeah. I think the stuff I've been doing recently also kind of helped that line of thinking.
How's this gonna help?
Lightblade.
Getting stronger.
Dark Mage's Ploy. $941,000 gold.
Okay, I looked at the screen, like, briefly. I thought I just saw, like, a white-haired Hilda. And I'm like, wait, is that a new character?
No. Must have went by quickly. I don't have that. Let's see. I had Hilda, Raphael, and I had Annette in my party, but that's it.
Everything has its use. Which battle do you wish to reflect on?
Oh boy. Level 89. Almost at 90 already.
The fight starts now.
Hang in there, everyone. We gotta defend this place.
Don't worry. I know we'll get a chance to turn things around.
Don't mind if I do.
Let's go.
More bitter than blackest coffee.
Yeah, blackest coffee. This is more bitter than the blackest coffee. Hey, there's my level 90.
Enemy down.
You always manage to motivate me.
The stronghold's ours.
I could probably get all my characters up to level 50 with all the money I'm gonna be by the end of the stream now.
Might as well.
I mean, I do want everybody at max. Be funny if by the time I'm done with Blue Lions, I have Shez at max level. Then it's like, okay, I'm gonna join Black Eagles now. Hey, Edelgard, do you want to be at max level?
Gotta truly take Floatman.
This battle will make a
Not a
fine
truly
stage
take
for my
Foldlin.
debut.
Yeah, no kidding. Now nothing will stop the Empire.
I face my comrades after this.
I've got you now.
Also, for Golden Deer, I think the character I missed out on. I think I missed them because it was covered in question marks and I didn't understand it at the time. So I think I needed to actually do all like those side stuff that I missed out on.
Wait, really? It was covered in question marks?
Yeah, they were covered in question marks. So I wasn't able to recruit them. I didn't even know who I was able to recruit at the time. But it's done and done now, I guess.
Fight starts
Yeah, I'll just finish that mission up later.
I have to turn this around.
You still in your replay through of Black Eagles?
Yeah. Currently doing that. Almost done. Just did one of the new paralogs I missed out on. And then, yeah, I'm in the last group of missions in the game.
Oh, so you only have like a few chapters left, then I take it?
Yep. Because I think the penultimate chapter, you just do that. Well, you have one more thing with a set of missions across, and after that, immediately after the next mission's like, oh yeah, just do this. It's the only one that'll be available.
I'm back.
Okay. So you're at the tail end of it all then.
Yep, at the tail end, and then yeah, I can move on to Golden Deer.
Witness our valiant
I see the Logan left.
Yep. So you really are gonna go on the exact same path that you did in regular Three Houses, where it was Black Eagles, Golden Deer, and then eventually Blue Lions.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mine's I swapped mine actually out, where originally I went Golden Deer, Black Eagles, then Blue Lions, but this time I'm going Golden Deer, Blue Lions, and Black Eagles.
Jan, I got something special. Presumably special. Planned to Black Eagle. Something way down the line.
What's special about Black Eagles?
That thing Cole told us about.
What was that exactly?
What, the stream thing, or
Yeah, the same thing.
Oh, that. I'm gonna do my playthrough before then.
Oh, okay.
I don't like going in blind with things for streaming.
Fair enough.
I normally do that just because I like to share the experience with everyone. and then watch as I act like a complete total dumbass with what happens next.
Like you never played a Warriors game before.
I played a Warriors game anyways. Besides, it's gonna be my profile with the 100% thing, although I am gonna do maddening.
I'm also
New Game
gonna
Plus,
be
maddening.
I'm also doing maddening myself on New Game Plus.
See? I'm good at defense too.
Raphael, you're a mage.
He's a mage that punches. I really wish there was just a special and where it's just like anyone just has like the book and they cast the spells and then afterward they just smack the book at the enemy.
Wait, is Raphael mage?
Yep, he's a dark mage right now.
Let's go! Extremely doable in this game. More doable in this game than Houses.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad they actually do keep track of all they give you which sprites actually, they keep track of the sprites of, which paths you completed. That's nice.
On every difficulty. Yep, they do that.
And make it through.
So you have the three houses and the true ending.
Is it Claude time?
Die.
It's
I think
Cl-
I see what you did there.
Apnelk. Apnelk.
I get it.
It's Apnelk.
I like that.
Yep.
Upside down.
It's Claude time. It's Claude time.
Well done. That when you said that, my mind immediately jumped to the Morbius thing.
Oh, Morbin time.
Yeah.
It's Morbin time.
You
Claude better shoot his bow upside down at some point.
guys want to hear something funny that does happen in this game?
What?
Sure.
One of the times when you swap to a net, she also says it's a net time.
That's adorable.
Oh my god. I don't know Claude. I only know.
Apnelk. Yeah, Apnelk.
No.
Yeah.
Now.
Apnelk. Reed. Heath. Feet. Reef.
Reef. What about a reef?
I just. He was reading it. He read it backwards, or he wrote it backwards. So I upside down.
Oh, Warrior Special Aficionado 5. That's another achievement.
Gotta get all them achievements.
I have just about 300 by this point.
All that renown, or not renown.
You do get renown for doing the horse stuff.
Okay. I'm looking at I'm looking at the voice actors again. I'm just like, oh, cool. Voice of Flame is in SMT5.
Yeah, I even said that earlier.
Oh, I wasn't here then.
You must have not been. It must have been when you were away, but I didn't know at the time then. But yeah, she plays a little demon in SMT5.
Yeah.
Now that I know of because she follows you a lot.
Oh, could you tell us Flame by the voice?
Nope.
Oh, that's good, actually.
There's a Bortle Savant.
Oh, the guy that plays here, I'm curious.
Oh, Patrick Seitz.
Patrick Seitz. That's an easy one.
He plays Ragnar the Blood Edge in Blaze Blue. He's he's
the dub
what's his
voice of
face?
Dio.
What?
He's the dub voice of Dio.
Dio. You know what? I could picture that actually.
Oh yeah, I definitely know him. Yeah, okay, yeah, I definitely know him. He's the voice of Endeavor in My Hero Academia.
Patrick Seitz is a fantastic voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
He's also the voice director for Three Houses and Three Hopes.
That's interesting.
Not surprised, really, that much. Like,
it's everyone's favorite. Good.
Patrick Seitz is actually a really cool guy, from what I hear. One of the newer Blaze Blue games that came out, he apparently that didn't get an English localization, but he was really wanting to push for that to get English localized.
Yeah, that's Central Fiction. That didn't get localized, which is sad because that had like some of the most newer characters at the time.
Yeah, he also plays everyone's favorite character, Zavok.
I didn't know that actually. Zavok?
Yes, Zavok.
Zavok?
Mm-hmm. Metal.
Metal? Okay, here we go. Dark Bishop, baby.
Not gonna stop now.
Apparently he's the King Cerberus in Devil May Cry 5.
Where is... Oh, hang on, I gotta do this again real quick. Hiding the game. Trust me, it is for the protection of hiding spoilers, or potentially hiding spoilers.
Oh, cool. He's also Jiren from the Dragon Ball series, Dragon Ball Super stuff.
Jiren.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, I accidentally showed off a character. Oh well, fuck it.
What? Do it again. I wasn't looking.
That's the character you two already know about.
Well, how'd it go?
Ooh, extra balloon. Alright. 290 completed.
Okay, Jay. I think I see what you did.
Yeah.
I see the screen turning black. Okay.
Yeah, I kept it black. For a reason.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Pink.
The fight starts now.
I'm actually trying to make Hilda into a dancer class.
Okay, Jay. I think I know who the spoiler character is.
Yep. They were there. By accident. Too late. Do it again!
It's also the voice of... Man, back to Danganronpa. Also the voice of the Nekom... from Danganronpa 2. Bring it back around to Danganronpa.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Yeah, Danganronpa. You know, sure, what that time I was in Danganronpa.
Been grinding for 2.5 hours now.
Nice.
Feels longer.
I know, right? Probably because it's grinding, so of course it feels longer.
Don't mind if I do.
Hey guys, did you also know he was in Inside Out?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, apparently he plays the character named Dad's Joy.
Dad's Joy. Yeah.
Retreat!
Got lots of combat arts to use.
This battle will
Oh, cool! In Mortal Kombat X, he was Scorpion.
Mortal Kombat 10?
Yeah. Guys, he's also everyone's favorite character, Lyric from Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric.
Yay?
Yay! Congrats!
That was definitely a paycheck job.
Yep.
I'm making my muscles proud.
Oh boy, how about oh boy, I'm gonna look at who plays our favorite character in Three Houses. Cereal.
The breakfast cereal himself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name is Griffin Burns.
Got 1 million gold now.
Ah, millionaire. I can't believe I managed to squeak out that S rank just by 3 seconds.
Wow.
Another one from Scarlet Nexus. Goddamn. Oh, hello. I actually did not see this coming. He's Todd Snap from the new Pokemon Snap game.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Cereal is Todd Snap.
Yeah.
It'll be a huge step forward if we can just hold our
I wasn't expecting that.
That's another game I gotta get back to, but it just feels a little bloated every time I play it.
I haven't gone back to it, but I'm just supposed to take pictures of Pokemon.
Yeah. It just felt a little bloated for me when I played it, so I apparently got back to it.
Too much to take in.
No, you're just doing the same single mission over and over repeatedly.
Differences in it that I think it does it. It's at least less repetitive than, say, a Pokemon Snap. And Nami's just lurking.
Hey, Nami. She's probably gonna play more Monster Hunter soon.
Probably.
Oof, you can I'm just gonna go, oof, you can tell that Cyril is not that popular character when he's not even in Heroes yet.
Said this the other day, I can't wait for Shez to be in Fire Emblem Heroes with the swimsuit costumes.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna happen.
It has to happen. It has to be the swimsuit design that we saw the fan art of.
Something like it.
However, Cyril's voice actor does play a character in Heroes, Julius. If anyone knows who that is.
Nope. Not me.
Dean, do you know who that is?
Overcome any hardship, including this one.
I'll take that as a no, unless his mic is muted again.
I were to die here.
So Zach, are you feeling the burnout of the Bound arc? Or were you just really tired last night?
I was just really tired last night. You also okay, you know what didn't help? Actually didn't help Jared.
What?
After the fight with those two kids, because it was actually kind of entertaining. When we actually got to the mansion stuff, the few fights we did see, with the exception of the last one of Ichigo versus that former
Soul Reaper.
So yeah, thank you, former Soul Reaper. With the exception of that, the fights at the mansion, I'm just like, man, these are kind of boring in fights. But I don't know, it's just I was really tired, but it was kind of boring. They're trying to put me to sleep.
It could have been both.
18.
Yeah, I was watching a support. That's why.
Okay.
That's why.
Yeah, I did that mission that Jared. Well, I also did that mission that Jared mentioned and got some lore tidbits. So that was an interesting one.
What mission was that again?
Mercenary complications.
Oh yeah, that one.
I think I know what you mean by getting lore.
Lore.
I think I get it. What you were implying.
Yeah. There's some conversations like in the in the paralogue that do hint at more lore, plus the ending bit.
The ending, really, the thing I just watched. Yeah.
The camera has to pan on it too.
Yeah, that too. Yep.
That was.
I knew what they were implying. I knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this discussion you two are having.
This was
It is indeed it is indeed a yikes.
It is a yikes for me. Shamir's been through a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say you're watching a support. Was a Shamir support?
It's a
We'll tell you
paralogue.
We'll tell you when you're older, Zach.
Okay, okay, yeah, okay. Thanks.
Jared knew what I was going for.
Oh my god. A paralog, okay.
All I'll say about it is, without spoiling it to you, Zach, is it is a paralog with Shamir and Leone.
Oh.
Too easy.
So basically, you get it in the Golden Deer. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Leone, that video Jared showed me about how Leone got ripped off.
Yeah.
What was that about Leone getting ripped off?
For my debut.
I need to link you that video, Dean. It's a short one, but my god, it's funny. Yeah, it's called Leone Gets Scammed. Okay.
It's just nice. Oh,
It's actually funny.
I don't know how we pulled them off, but we did.
Alright, Dean. Yeah, it's a short video. Look in No Mic stream.
How's this?
I should probably save my game. It's been a while. Even though this game does have autosaves.
And it crashes.
Oof.
Well, it does have autosaves. I still don't trust them.
Yep.
I love this video. I love this Leone Gets Scammed video.
4 traps.
Hang in there, everyone. We gotta defend this place.
We're at a disadvantage here, so don't get reckless. The stronghold's out.
But yeah, if you are at all able to recruit both Shamir and Leone into Black Eagles, I would definitely recommend going to that paralog, Zach.
Ooh. Probably gonna do them all anyways.
Yeah, true.
You always
In addition to redoing missions in New Game Plus, you can also redo paralogs.
Ooh, I like that. Just so you can get those S-Roots.
Yep. Or, if you want to redo them, or, upload all the cutscenes to YouTube, you have a convenient place to view all that.
Damn straight.
I'm dragging the others down.
Go ahead.
This battle will make a fine stage for my debut.
So this mission here was pretty much the entire mission I was playing over and over when we were watching Bleach.
Oh, for that sweet money.
Yeah, you get 12,000. Like, it takes like 2 minutes just to get 12,000 gold per run. It is effective, but repetitive.
I'll help you out.
So as a result, since you're killing a lot of captains and strong units, it's probably isn't that bad for support grinding either. That's probably what I'm gonna do for support grinding.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Where is it? Oh, yeah, if you're curious, here's the stats I have on Shez right now.
Not enough A ranks. I see book.
Oh, for my weapon levels.
Yep.
Also, no, Ashley, it's not hentai.
Also, if you're curious, the stats that are in green highlighted, those are actually the cap stats. They won't go any higher if they're green. Oh yes, I remember what I wanted to do. The training facility.
Oh hey, you have some free forge uses.
Yeah, not gonna use them quite yet. Hang on, I'm gonna do this again real quick.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'll look away.
Well, I just hide the screen, so that way nobody can see it being spoiled.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. Hilda still has a bit of. Just.
But yeah, Dean, if you're curious, I posted it in the next stream. Yeah. It's what I would call funny sheep.
The fight starts now. It'll be a huge step forward if we can just hold our ground. We're at a disadvantage here, so don't get reckless. Don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do.
I think I'm gonna have to do the thing that I've been avoiding to do this entire playthrough.
What's that?
Spend money.
Oh,
Spend money to level up.
Oh, you're the opposite of me, Dean.
What? I don't do that. I don't like doing that.
I have spent all my money on leveling up.
I don't. I don't like doing that.
I especially got that. I especially do that immediately after I recruit new people.
It's well, you don't have to do it if you recruit someone. They'll be the same level as you.
Unless it's New Game Plus.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
In that case, if you're recruiting somebody that you already had in your last house, they're going to be at the exact same level, which is funny.
Wait, really? Because I could have sworn I was like level 15, and the two people I recruited were like level 10.
Maybe, but they'll be at least the average level for normal difficulty or whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm just basically the only reason why I'm doing that is because I'm really stubborn. If I'm gonna level up, I'm doing it the old-fashioned way.
Old man yells at clouds.
I have like 4 units that are like level 40. Better fix that. Besides, I can use that money for more important things.
I don't know how
Like
Like
reforging
gifts?
your weapons.
we did.
Exactly. See, you get me.
Which one of us?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it gifts or the
Yeah,
reforged?
the one that agreed with me. Who should I give the? Man, I wish I got an experience gem. I don't know why you don't get both.
You also have to spend your gold on
Let's earn our
as well. Ingredients.
It's for my goal on weapons. Killing things is a lot faster.
Okay, I guess I haven't bought any weapons yet. I just found them on the battlefield so far.
That's fine. Honestly, the weapons that you get from the rusted weapons are better.
Which is something I hardly use. I really wish I didn't sleep on reforging, because I didn't even know I didn't know that's what reforging actually did to weapons.
Reforging gives you good shit.
Yeah, it lets you increase the might and durability, which I wish I knew before.
Which, okay, look at that. Look at that. 500? Holy shit.
Yeah, look at that 500 thing. Weapon, Thunderbrand. I was trying to think of a hero's relic.
That's Thunderbrand?
Not the one I'm using.
I thought that's Wodao.
No, this isn't Wodao. This is a...
It's New Game Plus weapon.
It's a New Game Plus weapon, yeah. I mean, I could tell you if you guys don't really care.
I'll figure it out when I beat the game again. I'm almost there.
But it actually says I had to ask if something unknown from Zaka Sentai. No, it's like, no, actually, the video I linked to my stream is not hentai.
Let's work together.
But by the way, Cole told me Cole told me that she missed the loud typing. She did.
She missed.
Yes.
But why?
We'll make a fine steak.
I don't know. She just
don't
missed
know.
doing the. She just missed doing the loud typing that we can hear.
It is her. It's her bread and butter. It's things that we point out all the time.
Yep. Or just like loud typing intensifies.
Yeah.
There are some things I do definitely recommend leveling up in the facility. One of which gives you more gold after battle.
Yo. Which one would that be?
Let me go take a look at it.
It's in the marketplace one.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, marketplace is the one that can get you more gold.
Pog.
There's also go after the Trickster class, Zach, because the Trickster class will give you 2 abilities. One increases the rarity of materials that are dropped. The other one, it actually increases the gold on top of that.
Ooh.
You're looking for a Prizle or something, I believe.
Yeah, it's one of the 2. You definitely want to go after those abilities for, like, leveling, like, just for getting gold and leveling up the facility as well.
I'm sure I'm a bit of ways from Trickster though.
Trickster is pretty much one of the classes to go for.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
You go with Myrmidon, then it's Thief, Assassin, then Trickster.
Yeah, Trickster is master classes.
Yeah. Actually, oh wait, you guys are going to Deer, so never mind. I was gonna say when you recruit Petra, she's on.
We have her.
yeah, which is why I corrected myself there for a second. I was gonna say, right when you get her, she's already in the assassin class, so you just gotta master her rank up once.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. I have more reason to use her.
Yeah,
What?
there you also get one other person who can be a trickster automatically. But yeah, they appear later. Very later.
I'm gonna ask. So far, at least of my growth, I've just been going with how shall we say, the recommendations that the game has laid out for me, with like the blue arrows going up.
You can be whoever you want, though.
You can make them whatever you want.
The world is my bitch.
The game doesn't mind or really care what you do, as long as you don't get your enemies killed or you don't get your friends
allies killed.
I know the game is telling me before, but I already forgot. I believe we go to a class, that has like the blue arrows pointing up. Better stats for that class or some shit.
I think it means that they'll gain more experience in that specific class faster.
Yeah, because they certainly get a more class experience from those particular ones. You can see it in the you can see it at the training.
It's like it's kind of like the different. It's kind of like in Pokemon. It'd be like the difference of equipping experience share on or off.
Oh, okay. But by the way, unlike in Three Houses, the heavy armor class is actually worth a damn this time.
The heavy armor class is good, so.
Yeah, unlike in Three Houses,
and it's also here instead of in Fire Emblem Warriors when it wasn't at all.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Fire Emblem Warriors had a lot of weird design quirks, and Three Hopes pretty much corrected it within like the first couple of minutes of the game.
It's
I'm not lying.
It's like, hey guys, here's a better Fire Emblem Warriors.
It's more representative of the series, better.
Yo,
I like the game. Look, I like the game, but even I have to say that Three Hopes did a lot of good.
Three Hopes is a good.
It is a good game. So.
It really is. I also have mixed feelings about how I feel about a certain someone in this game, and I'm not talking I'm not talking about Claude.
I have mixed feelings on certain things too. So, yeah, this game is going to warrant some fun discussion. Let's say that much.
Hey, Jared, you mean like certain plot points? I'm going to assume.
Just how I feel about a character support.
Ah, okay.
Not really a spoiler. It's more of like how I feel my feelings toward this character. I mean, I don't care to say it either way.
Well,
yeah, I'm not sure who. Unless you want to just write it out.
I mean, it's still gonna be vague even if I say it, but like.
Yeah, we don't know.
I can't believe out of all things this game is making me do. It's making me respect Sylvain.
Oh fuck!
Oh no!
Oh come on! Now I hate this game. Yeah, fuck this game. I'm turning it off.
He's actually a decent human being.
Oh no!
Wait, what? That's out of character.
That's out of character. Who is the Claude?
What? How dare you make a piece of shit a decent character?
How dare?
I can't wait for Colin Nelson to see that.
That's right, because they're gonna be picking things.
Well, they're into picking up the game very later. I'm still tempted at buying Cole a copy of the game, but
I was almost thinking the same thing, but I don't have the money for it.
I get paid tomorrow.
You could do it.
Should I do it?
I'd say go for it. At least we can all talk about it.
That just kind of makes me go, is it Dean time? It's Dean time.
It's Dean time.
So Dean time is anytime he's picking up a game for somebody.
Pretty much, yeah.
You know what I realized the other day, which I find kind of funny.
What?
This is the second time in a row a Fire Emblem game has came out where not long after it's came out, you're going to a convention.
Oh yeah.
Never
Yeah, you're
forget
right.
Never forget BronyCon with 3 houses.
Hey, we had that was a discussion.
It was. The most memorable part about that by far was Nelson realizing that Sophie shared the same birthday as him.
That's still funny. Even though I wasn't there for it, it's still funny.
Yep. Alright, okay, I guess I'll level up these characters to level 40. I guess.
Okay, I guess.
I love how I love how much Logan hates Sylvain. 3 houses so far.
Because he is playing as female Byleth, right?
Yep, and he got Sylvain for free just for having a vagina.
Just for having boobs, yep.
Yeah, especially Sylvain with his C support with Leone.
Sylvain
man.
just ignored the facts that Leone is a woman and doesn't even flirt with her.
Yeah. He did. He doesn't see Leone as a woman.
Man,
Ouch.
rude.
Yeah.
That's an oof right there.
Yeah. Yikes.
What is the, is that based or unbased?
Unbased.
I thought the joke was based for something bad. I thought that was the bad joke of it. I don't know. Yes, Ash. It's like Sylvain is all elite. At least I can get that. Yeah, I get it. All elite, yep.
I don't know if this was lore in vanilla Three Houses, but I know why Flame likes Saint Sethling now.
Yeah, that was established.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely established.
And especially if you did doubly, especially if you did the support between her and Sedith.
Yep.
It's because Saint Sethling likes fish.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yep.
No,
Yep.
no, really. I'm actually being serious.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know that because I must have missed that support in Three Houses, so I just found it out in this game.
Yo, you just reminded me of something, Flame. I hope to God Logan is able to do at some point in the future. He's able to do the support between Flame and Raphael.
Yeah,
Raphael.
I'm forever sad.
Why?
Those two don't have a support in this game.
Bummer.
Oh,
Worst
man.
game ever. I want my money back.
Oh, bummer.
Cowabunga, dude.
Dude, you should have seen the disappointment on my face when I saw how very few supports Shamir had.
Shamir, yeah.
You can even catch that in the demo.
Yeah. It was the same amount disappointed when I saw how much little support I see that Manuela has.
I actually went and asked Dean the other day if a certain character is recruitable in Black Eagles, because if those two weren't recruitable, if she wasn't recruitable in Black Eagles, I would have been really upset with this game. But I'm not for sure if you know the context of the characters, but in the vanilla game, Zach, if it's Mercedes.
Oh, okay.
Do you know the significance about her and
Oh
Yates?
yes. I do.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Okay, good.
If you don't know, then we'll have to try. But let me take you back to a certain paralog in Golden Deer.
Yeah, I was about to say I did the paralog. That was Mercedes and Caspar.
Yeah,
Good.
which is such a weird pairing, but whatever.
That's
I love and I love well, yeah, it is also a weird paralog in a sense of hey, it's like hey, it's like hey it's like hey, you get a weapon if you can beat the Death Knight as Caspar. A unique weapon.
What do you get for Caspar? It's like, is it the Hero's Relic or is it one of the sickles?
Just so I'm not talking about out my ass, I'm gonna look on the Wikia. 3,000 paralogs.
I remember that was a very interesting piece of lore I did not expect in Three Houses back then.
Let's see.
I like that. I like Dean's reaction the other day when I posted that picture of Mercedes.
Yeah, where I basically had said, "Why are you?" I already like these. I already like these two already. Don't make it worse.
No, yeah. Well, with Constance and
Mercedes.
yeah, Constance and Mercedes, yeah.
Mercedes is. I do like Mercedes. Mommy.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Mommy. Sorry.
Okay. 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 If Caspar defeats the Death Knight, he gets the scythe of his Cyril.
What? Why does he get the scythe?
Yeah. Yeah. Caspar gets the signature weapon of the Death Knight.
Yeah, the scythe of Cyril. Why? He's not the Death Knight. That doesn't make no sense.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be. I don't know. That just seems kind of weird for the player to have Caspar use a scythe.
Yeah, that's the scythe of Cyril. Yeah, why?
I don't know.
It's for Mercedes. Yeah, here you go. Have a scythe. You will be the Death Knight now.
This is something I found out recently. The game. This had to be patched in later, but originally the game didn't even hint at the fact that Caspar had to defeat the Death Knight to get that. That was patched in later. However, it was only on normal difficulty, where the game gives you the hint.
Okay, that sucks.
Yeah. Like, oh, huh, weird.
Who's the 14-year-old kid in Awakening, Steen? I think it's Awakening. You mean Rickon? Yeah, the young boy that for some reason joins the team.
Oh boy, Dean, you want to talk about I guess kind of a weird paralog. So I forgot about this. There's a paralog between Hilda and Cyril.
About what? Learning to read?
Learning to read.
I never learned how to read.
I never learned how to read. Let me go through because I know I passed by it. Dividing the world and the paralog. Let's see here. Oh, it's the one that takes place at Fodlan's Throat.
Fodlan's Throat.
I carry a little of everything here.
Whoops, I don't want to sell that.
Oh right, okay, Dean. I know what this paralog is. It's the one where they have to go to Volan's throne because oh, what do you know? Hilda's brother suddenly falls ill.
Oh, poor horse.
he's he's the one that gets food poisoning from eating bad mushrooms, I believe it was.
Let's see. Yeah, they had to change the English localization. Said that he'd wait until he's of age to get with his ship, but in Japanese there's no line about that. Great job again, Japan. What the fuck? Yeah, we'll just let a small child basically join the army. That's okay.
You know, I'm actually kind of looking forward to. Because I know I'm looking forward to Logan doing Manuela and Hanneman's paralog.
That one at least gets you a good reward too.
Mm-hmm. Because Manuela she thinks she heard the Death Knight somewhere in a place, but no, it's really like edgy people calling themselves Death Knight something. It sounds so edgy.
We're doing this to sound cool.
Yeah. I remember they were just like, did you really call yourself that? Okay, I know one Logan is gonna get automatically since he joined the Golden Deer is Death Toll between Raphael and Ignatz.
Alright, here we go. I made her a dance class.
Let's go!
Yep, and had her default in her in the normal outfit.
Yo, actually,
and now you get to see more leg.
Yep.
Let's go. Yo, Dean, actually, you know what's actually the weirdest paralog pair up?
What?
Leone and Linhart.
The fuck?
Yeah, that's a paralog between the two. Okay. The only thing that kind of rivals that is a paralog that was added in the game much later. That's between Anna and Yuritsa.
Now that's a weird pair up.
Yeah.
And you're right, yeah, that was DLC. Down update or whatever.
Yeah, it's a free update. So it's just like, okay, weird pair up, but I know why they did this. But I know why they did this because it was 2 character updates they were added in the game.
Too bad they don't have a support with each other because that would have been really funny.
Yeah, right. So bad Anna doesn't have any support of anyone.
Wonder what they would even talk about.
Money.
Money.
I like money.
Let's work together.
I still have money left over. Time to level up everyone to 40. Oh wait, I got. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Tactics. Who still needs to learn? Leone, why do you need to learn everything?
This battle will make a fine
Cheating.
You know what's... there's... Go ahead. Sorry.
Cheating. It's a little thing called tactics. Look it up. But guess that's something a simpleton can't hope to understand.
Where the fuck is that from, dude?
Xenoblade 2.
Oh, okay.
It's from the Golden Country. When Bridget is taunting Mithra.
Yeah. I can't wait for Logan to actually get to this. But you know it's actually one. But you know it's actually one of my favorite paralogs. And it's something I can't wait for Logan to get to. Marianne's paralog.
Oh, that one was great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You even get to know like what her crest is.
Mm-hmm. And thank God for this. I like how I like how despite Marianne being placed on the map in front of the beast won't actually attack her.
Yep.
And it's one of the very, very few maps that actually use the fog mechanic.
Let's earn our
Which also means it's one of the very, very, very few times where it's actually worth buying the torch from the item shop.
One of 3 times the fog is used.
Yep. Which is like one early on mission and one paralog in the post time skip.
Yeah. If you ignore like the paralogs and everything, I believe the fog mechanic is only mandatory one time in the actual story, and that's in part 1, very early.
All the way back in part 1.
Yeah.
Three Houses doesn't have any of those other weird map mechanics that some of the other Fire Emblem games has. Like, hey, if you stand around here, you're gonna get blown back by wind.
Oh yeah, that was in Fates.
Yep.
I'll say this right now. I think one of the most annoying. This isn't even like a map mechanic, but might as well be. But one of my least favorite maps is whenever you go to the desert because you have so little movement.
Oh, you made echoes then.
Oh, that sucks in every Fire Emblem game.
Yeah.
Note to note to self. Note to self. Do not ride on your horse. Do not ride on your horses on a desert map because they have very little.
I really want them to move as slow as molasses.
Yeah, seriously. Thank God you can just. Thank God you're not glued to it. You can just get off it. I'm actually gonna look up the fog mechanic and see how many times it actually shows up in the game. So I'm curious. At most, it's probably like 5 times.
Great! We managed to hold out.
Adds maximum forge count when remaking weapons. I've never seen that perk yet. Oh geez, we've just about been going for 3.5 hours.
What?
Over grinding. Nice.
Yeah, just for grinding.
Earlier, I said, oh, it feels like it's going longer. But now I'm just like, wait, now it feels like it's going shorter. Oh, I'll go back.
Oh, it balanced out.
As all things should be. Man, I'm really gonna be over-leveled for the next chapter.
This is why I use different people for. It's like Pokemon, I just rotate.
Mind if I do?
I better swap units here. Ignat's poor Ignat's. I'll better upgrade him. The best Splatoon character needs more love.
I was thinking.
Man, I have not used Constance in a while. What have I been doing?
Well, I thought you liked Constance.
I know, right? Yeah, it's weird. This replaythrough that I've been doing, it's complete opposite of like what I've been doing with the other route, or what I did before. Shown more love to these units than this. Because yeah, everyone is at their 30s for what is essentially near endgame.
You should be like around level 45 or 50, I think, by that point.
Yeah, and I'm at like I'm level 49, and everyone else is like level 35. Apparently, I don't do a good job at like leveling people up evenly.
It's okay, I don't do a good job with that either.
Lend me your strength.
I've got you now. Let's work together.
Side mission start. After I already beat it.
I'm good at defense too.
Oh, I always love it when that happens. Starts, immediately finishes it.
Wait a minute.
Boost adjacent follow up. Oh, that. Swaps units physical and. Oh, Silver Tome. I have something that inverts the magical and attack stats. Ooh, wait, I just realized something. I have not gone through a lot of my weapons. I wonder if I managed to score up a weapon that has an increased drop rate for gold.
Oh, I think there is something like that.
There's usually something like that in these Warriors games. Just haven't really gotten to it yet. Because I usually just been sticking with like one weapon the entire time.
Oh wow, the torch. Even a few times you do have to use it for the fog, the torch actually sucks.
Yeah, its range is limited.
well, not only that, it only lasts for 3 turns as well. The torch.
Yep, so it's terrible.
So
Yeah.
it's just the opposite of Swords of Revealing Light.
Oh god, I am afraid. Okay, I am looking forward, but also afraid at the same time of doing Marianne's Paralog because hey, that has fog in it, and literally those beasts can come out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just escort your white mage through fog with beasts.
I know we'll get a chance to turn
It's
things
all
around.
around you.
Well, yeah, you have to get to your white mage. God, I cannot tell you how, like even as powerful as I was, I cannot tell you how, I cannot tell you that map took me a while, because it's literally never ending. Yes.
It's okay, it took me a while too.
Yeah, me too. Alright, Klonoa's out, so I'm buying it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Also, oh wait, we're live. Never mind.
Yes, we are.
What were you about to do, Dean?
I bought the game for Cole. Oh well, she's not here.
Yeah, just don't show her the stream. Okay, chat. Don't tell Cole about this, please. Let her be surprised.
Doubt she's watching anyway.
Yeah. She's probably portaling right now.
Fine stage for my
Mhm.
debut.
Alright, I still had some points, so yeah, that made Klonoa cheaper, so I get to play the sequel on stream.
Let's go.
There's a Moo costume? Oh wait, that's not a cow. Damn it.
Oh right,
What do you mean I need more download? Fine.
oh right, another, I guess you could say, underused mechanic, in Three Houses. It's funny because this is used on the very first, on the very first map, and then it's like, you barely see it again, is the actual talk feature they use right next to units.
Yeah.
Because like you see in the very first map with like Claude, Dimitri, and Aelgar, you like talk to them, but I think I've only seen like on 2 other occasions after that's the talk feature.
The talk feature I've seen used more in other Fire Emblem games when you're trying to recruit somebody.
Oh yeah, it's used way more there.
Yeah. Like in the original Fire Emblem.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to worry about now.
Alright. Downloading the game. I
So-
should probably sleep soon.
So here's a question: when we eventually do more of this, is giving the game a month leeway time after release fair to actually stop worrying about spoilers that much?
I think so.
Well, amongst our like, group chat, obviously we can't really stay too much around Cole still because it's probably gonna take her a while to get to the game. But among
Hey,
the three of
don't
us,
wanna-
probably.
Yeah, you don't want to spoil around Logan.
Yeah, definitely not around Logan.
Okay, around the three of us, then we could, after a month, we could pretty much talk about almost whatever we want, aside from what happens in a respective route.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't mind at that point. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and duck out for the night. I got work tomorrow.
Alright, Dean, before you go, did you see the video I sent?
I haven't seen the video, I've been grinding. Oh,
Grinding. Yeah, it's not very long, it's only like 20 seconds.
yeah, I'll take a look at the video in a bit.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah, have a good night, guys.
Night,
Yeah,
night,
good night,
Dean.
Don't mind if I do.
And then there were 2.
Yep, I'm probably gonna sign off here too because we've been at this for like 3 hours, and I'm actually starting to get a little hungry.
Everything falls to shit when Dean leaves.
Well, no, it's I was actually just thinking like a little bit ago that we've been doing this for a while.
I know, I'm joking.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, I can't maintain long grinding streams forever.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
There's
since
only so much of us.
there's only so much you can do at once. Plus,
Oh my god.
Plus, usually when I do grind, I usually keep my brain active by listening to music. Too. Yeah.
But in my random search, I randomly found a game FAQ that was just like, how hard is Marianne's paralog? Dude, Jared, I don't know if you can test this, but whenever you type in something very specific on Google, a very specific game thing, 9 times out of 10, like the first or second page is gonna have a game FAQ attached to it. Game facts.
Gamefacts.com.
Like Jared, I think you can test that 9 times out of 10 you'll find a game facts randomly on the search result.
Yep, it happens all the time. Damn it, World Savant. Shadow Flash. If we're done early with Logan on Saturday, you wanna try getting back to more Bleach?
Oh, sorry, what's that, Jared?
If we're done with Logan early on Saturday, you want to try to squeeze in some Bleach?
Sure, I'm down
There's
with that.
nothing to worry about now.
If we're done early, of course.
And we're
If
not
not-
that tired.
Yeah, we're not that tired. If not, no big deal.
You know I hate Jared. You know I hate right now. Last night, Wednesday, I was starting to get tired by this point, but now but tonight I'm widely awake. I'm not tired.
Just the opposite, because I'm actually starting to feel a little tired, and you're wide awake.
Oh man, yin and yang right here.
Man, if only we were both wide awake.
That's alright.
Oh man, I got supports to watch too.
Any army. Everything has its use.
Okay, okay. I think that's it. I made a lot of money here. Yeah, that was a lot in 3.5 hours, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Still took a bit, but yeah, I'm ready to sign off.
Yeah. Well, this is fun.
Yep, and I will not post this up anywhere until the thing happens.
Oh yeah, our deadline, our month deadline, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.